Welcome, one and all, to Disappointment Simulator 2018, also known as Forza Horizon 5, or if we want to refer to it by the name that I've decided to start naming disappointing games, but only if they're part of a series that doesn't normally disappoint. So, for example, in Forza, I have named Forza Motorsport 5 5 and Forza Horizon 4 Dilbert. As you can see, the demon spawn over there does not agree with the name Dilbert, but she is a dog of tiny size, and thus cannot stop me from calling this game Dilbert. So today, we are checking out Dilbert's expansions. Alright, we're going to be checking out Fortune Island first, because it came out first, and it's not the funny haha crossover that LEGO is. I would also like to show you that, I'm almost ready to do my little series, my little wrap-up series with Horizon 4, because I have the Gauntlet, I have the Titan unlocked, and then I think the other two are down here, right? We have the Colossus and the Marathon. All I have left to do is unlock the Goliath, which requires getting to level 20 in my Street Race Championship, and, where is the thing? It's in Horizon Life, right. If we come over here, I'm only level 10. Granted, next thing I do is level 11. So I'm hoping that any road races on Fortune Island and on Lego Island are going to count toward this and shoot me up, because I also need to do the final events of those and for that stream. So, also I got a super wheel spin. I've actually been playing for about an hour already, but I haven't touched the expansions because I figured, you know, might as well. Why are you like this, Dilbert? But yeah. Also, I could fast travel to these, and I might for the Lego one because it's free. But I'm gonna drive to Fortune Island. So these are actually the only DLCs that I own for Horizon 4. I do intend to pick up the premium add-ons bundle before it goes away later this year, or at least I assume it's going away later this year because it's been 4 years, and I mean, you know, that's why Motorsport 7's gone. God damn it! But yeah, I ended up working on some Forzathon stuff because I figured, you know what, I'll get. Dude, this literally happened to me. This literally happened to me on Saturday, too. I was playing Horizon 5 on Saturday, and the exact same thing happened. Oh. Did it also happen on stream?
Take the third exit.
Did it also happen on stream? I don't recall. I just know it happened Saturday when I was playing. Don't forget the thumbnail this time. I won't. Probably. How do I leave? How do I leave a how do I leave a Horizon Arcade thing? Okay. I don't know how to leave, so I'm just gonna take credit for what other people are doing and then drive to Fortune Island. And if they finish anything before I get there, then, you know, yeah, that was very unfortunate timing, though. One thing I have noticed as I've been grinding my way through this game, this game's progression is definitely done better than Horizon 3. I'll give it that. And to its credit, it has to be. I think it's just not as enjoyable of a game. But I will give the game this. There are a few cars I've driven. Ow. There are a few cars I've driven that I think feel more at home the way this game handles than any other Horizon game.
Round 1 complete! Get to round 2!
Dude, I swear to God, if the skills area is Fortune Island's spawn thing, it's not. Okay. Why is there not a quit button for these? That's what I don't understand. Like, I can go into races, sure, but there's not a quit button anywhere. Unless it's... Is it one of these? No? That is a weird sound that accompanies that. Anyway, let's head to Fortune Island and hope we don't get copyright music blasting in our ears. That would be preferred.
Hey, good to see you. You ready to scout out the new festival site with us?
Sure,
Don't
let's
talk
do
about
it.
transport. Things could get a little choppy on the way.
I see.
Oh, no. What's he done this time? Boat? Plane? Helicopter?
Whale.
Well, sort of all of the above, really.
Oh, hovercraft.
Nice. Let's get going.
It's the hovercraft we raced against in the one showcase. Cause it's a callback. It's the hovercraft that if you drive too fast, you can have it just run you off the road. And then you have to rewind and drive more slowly. I wonder if you can actually like run that route quick enough that you get 2 ahead for it to do that. I'm sure it's possible if you're good at the game. Small problem. I'm not. Also, as I've played this game more, I realize I've been enjoying this game a lot more than I did when it first came out. And it occurred to me why, and I don't know if I've mentioned this on stream. This game is the closest experience Horizon has to a Forza Motorsport game in an open world. Horizon 4 handles the closest to the Forza Motorsport series. And those have handled pretty similarly throughout the years. Or at least 4, 6, and 7 handle similarly. I guess I'm just kind of assuming with 1, 2, and 3. And oddly, 5 has the same issue 4 has of everything understeers, and there's a very poor sense of speed. Which 4 doesn't even have that issue in like S2 and S1. The sense of speed actually starts to pick up around A class, but A class kind of feels like you're driving like C or B class in terms of sense of speed. But I like C and B class in Horizon 5, so that's fine. That's Horizon fine.
Let's push on and know a place.
But I think that's why I've been able to enjoy Horizon 4 so much in the like over the past week or 2 that I've been playing it.
Some sort of cave formation. What do you reckon, Beck? Should we put the festival in here?
I think that it's just that in the absence of a Forza Motorsport game, because the digital copies are on an account that I don't currently have access
What do you
to,
reckon, Jay?
and the physical copies are not in this house of 6 and 7. And by that I mean I have a physical copy, I think, of 7, and then a digital of both 6 and 7.
Sorry, you two were a bit slow, so I didn't
I know I have
think
digital
you
copies of both, but they're on my dad's account because he always assumed he would play more of the games than I would, and I always ended up having the most time in them.
Lightning! This
Especially long term, when I still am playing this and still want to be playing those. But yeah, I know we have a physical copy of 1, and I think 7's the one we have the physical copy of. And then I know we have the digital copies of both. The physical copy is nowhere to be found. And then my physical of FM4 is sitting on a shelf in this room. So. You know. So far I'm not impressed. What am I even driving? Oh, I see. R999. I see. That's not a class in this game. R has not been a class for a very long time, game.
Hey, Beck, this way.
Also, if this is a level 999, this is the most disappointing X class I've ever. Holy lightning strikes! Also, the lightning on this expansion is purple. And purple lightning is like the symbolism of my music channel, because, I don't know, I just decided it was one day. Yo, did someone call for steamed hams? I think Aurora Borealis is happening.
Sorry for the detour. How are we all doing? There's a fast way into the port, but you may want to hold on.
I see. Oh. Okay. Don't worry, that tree was just sleeping. That's fine.
Wow! The locals must know we're coming. They left the lights on.
Okay, this looks like the perfect spot to set up.
Ah, yes, right next to some houses that people surely moved into because it's quiet and in the middle of nowhere. Let's set up a loud festival of music with loud cars driving constantly by. Surely no one will sue us. That's actually just a dick move, lore-wise.
Hey, Cat. Welcome to Fortune Island. This is the Island Conqueror, a brand new tournament we've set up to find the fastest, bravest driver here on the island. Make your way through the qualifying rounds and race for the chance to be crowned the Island Conqueror. Now, somewhere on Fortune Island, the Horizon Festival has hidden a chest containing 1 million unmarked, non-consecutive credits. To trace its location, first you'll need to solve this riddle. Listen closely. The massive truck stomps around like a T-Rex. Roar through the speed zone at festivals.
The fact the X is capitalized tells me I should look for the truck I'm currently driving, and go do this speed zone right here. I'm assuming not all of them are going to be this obvious. Also, the game just gave me a car. It's not even like it told me it gave me the car either. It's just like, yeah, here's a car. I didn't have this before. I had 2 of this thing. I didn't have this one. So, you know, that's fine. When you say it like that, I'm starting to feel bad for the people that live there. Exactly! Yeah! Yeah! Look at this. How many houses are there? 1, 2, 3. Ow. Okay, you've got these 3 houses here. Okay, screw it. I'll just count in photo mode after I do this. Or drone mode would probably make life easier, but, you know, it's whatever. Same diff.
You have arrived at your destination.
You have solved the riddle!
Very nice. Transmitting approximate coordinates and photographic reference. Match them up for the exact location. Well, we couldn't make it too easy for you, could we?
I see. Okay,
You solved the riddle. Nice work.
Alright, let's head into drone mode here, right? I want to see how many houses are here. On this single street on the beach. Okay. Turbo! Wow, this is as high up as I can go, really? Can we turn off the radio and not get copyright claimed? God damn it. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay, there we go. Okay. So we have a church, and I'm gonna count how many houses there are here, right? This quiet... Okay, actually, no, never mind. I underestimated how many houses there were. There are some more over here. But, okay, I'm not gonna count, because this is way more than I thought there would be. But, alright, this is a quiet little town, right? Quiet little town on an island, you know, somewhere not on the mainland. Quiet little coast town. And we've just come in. Occupied a huge chunk of the beach, might I add. Okay. Blocked it, partially, by adding our stuff. Right? I mean, that looks like it was beach before. I guess there's grass there, but, I mean, that's still, you know, an area that's harder to get to, because you've got all of this crap of ours in the way. And people have to hear my truck zooming by every time we race through here. And all the loud music in the festival. In this quiet little town. Canonically, Kira, you are an asshole. And I would like to find the money. Okay, how do I bring up the treasure chest thing? How do I bring up the image again? Here we go. Okay, so it's a dock area. Got it. Why are you making it Storm? Because I wanted to play Storm Island, but I can't find a code, so I'm playing Fortune Island. Ha 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 ha. Funny. Horizon 2 joke. No, but seriously, I really need to find a code for Horizon 1 and 2 DLCs. I know that if I find one, I can at least get the paid DLCs. The problem is finding codes for either of those games in 2022 is a bit of a pain. Hey, so I found a docky type area-ish thing. I found it! Are you proud of me, Mom? Capitalism!
Our first Fortune Island millionaire. How do you feel? Different? Well, before you retire to a Caribbean island, let me just say we'll be releasing one treasure chest in each round of the Island Conqueror. If, you know, you wanted to stick around.
So there are 10 rounds of this. And then probably a finale, unless the 10th round is the finale. Good to know. Good to know. So I can drive all the way up there to drive back down. Well, I guess at that point I might as well do the 2 circuits, right?
Turn around.
Also, I'm sorry, did that not start where it starts? It's really hard to tell here. No, it does, it does. Just when the icon was popping up over it, it kind of made it seem like it was starting in the middle of the track. But no.
In 200 yards, turn right. In 200 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Used to know a site that had auto-generated codes for legit everything possible. Odd gaming. I mean, the issue with finding codes for old Forza DLC is just that, like,
In 400 yards, turn left.
there's a limited number of you know, codes left, right? And once they're used,
Turn
they're
left.
gone. It is very possible that there are none left unused, that there are no codes left unused on this planet, and that I can never get those DLCs. It is also theoretically possible that there are codes left, and people are just
400
waiting
yards,
for whatever reason,
right.
or just planning to hold the codes and not use them for whatever reason. You know? You never know with humanity. We're kind of a stupid bunch.
Turn right.
I could see there being someone just hoarding
200 yards,
Forza
turn right.
DLC codes with no intention of actually selling them later. Just to
right.
have. No intention of making money off of them. Just spend a bunch of money on the codes
You
and
have arrived at your
wants to keep
destination.
them. Just to flex on people. Haha, I could have this on 30 accounts. To which I would respond with, I think you are dumb. And then walk away. Ah, yes, Horizon 4 and also 3 and also 1 and also 2. And why is 5 the only game that doesn't play music whenever you're in the toaster oven? You know, I go into the toaster oven and I expect the music to stop if my music is off. I should really turn on streamer mode, I guess, though. I really should. I'm gonna do that. I never have, because, like, I don't know. I always think that it doesn't matter, but, like, I guess for stuff like that, I really should. For a second there, I thought I heard the music fading. The ugliest rims ever? They're not that bad. Oh, I'm still in the settings, that's what's wrong. I like these rims. Also, the, I think I put them on because of their weight. I don't remember if they're lighter or heavier than the ones that come stock on this thing. I think they're lighter. I think I was trying to push it up a level. But I might have been trying to push it down one, because they are the third cab, and a lot of thick boyos in there. Oh my god, I'm in the air, gaming. Hello, comrade! Understeer simulator strikes again! Can you turn, please? There we go. But yeah, I'm just hoping that these count toward mainland levels, because I don't terribly mind having to grind out some of the courses that are there. Like, there are a couple nice ones in this game, but man, I would just really like it if I could just, you know, progress through the game, and as long as that involves the, like, I just, you know, as a reward for spending $50 to get these 2 expansion packs, I would like it if that would help aid in my progress toward the Goliath, because I really think that, like, look, if every race gets you to, like, level 11, if every road race gets you to level 11, because there's literally, like, one other than the Colossus and Goliath that I haven't done, right? And I'm, you know, gonna level up the next time I do a road race. And that gets me to level 11. So I'm hoping that since I need 9 more levels, I can at least get some of that in these expansions. And I'm going to hope that that counts. I'm going to hope that every bit of thing I do here isn't just me being a complete and utter failure. Even though that one's kind of unlikely. I tend to be that very often and not intentionally. I mean very intentionally. Haven't you seen my username? I throw for content, you know. Very planned, very intentional. But, like, you know, just these 2 $25 expansions. I would love it if they would help the slow progress go faster. Literally makes sense in 3, even though it's pretty slow progress for getting all of the festivals expanded. Why the expansions don't, just because of how progression system has to work. But here it has a separate progression system that wouldn't conflict, that doesn't conflict. You know, it's fine. It's good. It's always fine. All according to cake, okay? I have nothing to talk about. This course is not interesting. It's not boring. Like, it's a fun enough course. It's just, god damn it. No! No! No overtakes because I'm hitting a wall! How dare! How dare! How dare! No. 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 Okay. Yes, it counts!
See, I knew you didn't come out here just to get rich. Put in a few more drives like that, make it to the final 12, and we'll send you back to the mainland.
Okay, so the progression in this doesn't go by number of races or anything. It's, it goes by, okay, I like that. Oh, do I keep my filters from the mainland? Oh, I do. Oh, I do, okay. Alright, cool. That's perfect. These are the filters I like to drive with.
In 100 yards, turn right.
What's your favorite game outside racing games and Pokemon? Xenoblade. Definitely Xenoblade. Although stuff I don't stream or content for, I have done Xenoblade content. So, okay. So I'm gonna stretch this a little farther than you probably intended and go with my favorite game that I've never played on the channel. Which is a tough one, because I've played a lot of games I really like on the channel. Ooh. What would be my favorite game that I have never played on the channel? Nope, I have played both of those games on the channel. If we allow racing games and just not things I've streamed yet, I would have to say the F1 games are definitely up there. But if we're excluding racing games and things I've played on the channel. There is music playing, it's just quieter, okay. Man, I don't know. Outside of racing games, shooters, and things that I've played on the channel, there's so much that I'm thinking of, and it's just like, I've played that on the channel. Hell, I was even gonna drop like a couple of Power Rangers games, but both of the ones I thought of I've played on the channel. One of which I've played, actually I think both of which I've played twice. Yeah, no, I think I played Wild Force and Super Legend twice each. And I also, like, actually genuinely want to resume playing Super Legends on the channel. Because that game's hella fun. And I would not mind playing through Wild Force again. That game's really fun. And it's like a 2-hour thing, like, on a slow run, I'm pretty sure. I think it was literally 2 1-hour runs to go through the game twice. I mean, I guess I've never played, like, Sonic Generations on the channel. I've never played Unleashed on the channel. I don't think I've played Adventure 1 on the channel, but I know I've played 2. I don't think I've played Heroes on the channel. I haven't played Sonic 3 on the channel. I haven't played Advance 3 on the channel. I was gonna say I've never played Squeak Squad on the channel, but I have! I did a whole solo series of that! Oh my god, right. I've never played Kirby Mass Attack on the channel. Mostly because that one's pretty painful to emulate, and I don't have a way to capture it. Hell, not only did I play Dino Thunder on the channel, but that game is so slow to begin. It's kind of repetitive, which works for a kid's game. And I think it has some interesting mechanics. It's just, I don't know. It's not as good as I remember. Almost like I, played the game as a child. And not in the, well, I can't recapture the magic. Like, just in the, no, the game just doesn't hold up as well. Because if not being able to recapture the magic made me hate all of my childhood Power Rangers games, I would not still have the same enjoyment of GBA Wild Force or Super Legends, but here we are. Also, back to racing games I haven't played on the channel. Need for Speed Pro Street, Need for Speed Undercover, Need for Speed The Run. Those are all good. I've never played Hot Pursuit 2 or 2010 or Remastered on the channel. I've played Heat in I think I've played 2015. I don't know if I've played Payback on the channel. May have to play the F1 games on stream. I intend to, but I want my first F1 stream to be before this year's F1 game comes out. Because that's when 2021 will probably move to Game Pass and 2020 will probably go. And at that point, I just want to have the money to buy F1 2022 when it drops. Hopefully. And what I want to do is a full-length race day. I want that to be my first F1 stream, but it'll also be my full-length race weekend, my first ever one in an F1 game. So.
In an Italian 458. Good luck.
Okay, I was not listening to him. I'm still catching up on chat. Power Rangers stream when? Technically, I've already done that, but I'm totally down to do it again in the future. I don't know. I'll probably, like... I don't know. I might start doing, because the Paladin streams every Wednesday, I tend to just, like, only end up, like, wanting to play Paladins, and then I play Paladins for a couple hours afterwards, but the Animal Crossing streams are short, and I won't always have things to do. And then the Horizon 5 streams, like, there's not always something interesting to do after I've checked out the new car. So what I might start doing with the Tuesday and Thursday weeklies is I might start making those, like, not variety streams, but the weekly game and then something else. And I think that could be fun. And then for my favorite car company, that's a tough one. Lotus makes really good-looking cars.
Also, Island Conqueror Round 2 is live. Only
Gaming.
the best drivers advance. I haven't checked the full list of qualifiers, but I'm assuming that means you.
Hey, I've got
Oh my God.
for a new flavor of PR stunt.
Lotus is up there. Chevy is up there. I like a lot of what Dodge throws out into the world, especially in games. Why is it not marked as new anymore? Oh my god, so many people. Do I even have a 458 to go do this? Right, that's not the cars tab. But yeah, one of those would definitely be up there. Do I even own a Ferrari? I don't own a single Ferrari, let alone a 458. Well. Oh. I see the words car collection. Okay. I can even see what it's worth. Let's go. All right, how much does a 458 cost? Where is the friendo? There it is. It does not tell me how much it costs. It will not tell me how much it is costing me. Oh, it will. Oh, it's 340. Oh, it's 340 grand. Oh, that's easy. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's hop in a 458. I wonder if this will feel good in this game. It's funny, I joke about how much I hate Ferraris. I only hate Ferraris in Forza Horizon.
Drivers. Do you want to set up camp here?
No, I'm probably going to set up camp on Lego Place Land. Let's go to Ferrari. Pick up the 458 for 340 grand. Is this the wrong one? Did it specifically mention this one? It's even cheaper. I'd be okay with that. Hold on, let me go reread the hint. Slightly cheesed by, in an Italian 458. I guess, yeah, that might mean this one. That would make sense. I didn't think about that. If it means specifically the other one, I'm just going to call that a bad hint. And if it means either or specifically this one, then I'm okay with that. I save money. I have a very helpful chat. This one has a lot of pink on it. And I can't see it without applying it. And I think that's really stupid. Okay, so hello CD, welcome to stream. It occurred to me on Saturday that it would still be kind of annoying. Oh, right, I can because I'm buying the car. I have no idea who this character is, but I really like the way this all looks. And also that, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to press A. That's what I get for playing Nintendo and not Nintendo games. I will always confuse my face buttons, no matter which one I'm on. It's kind of like playing Horizon 3 and 4 and 1, 3, and 5 at the same time. It doesn't matter what I do, I'm going to drive an oncoming trying to avoid oncoming, because I'll be used to the other. Actually, I take it back. It's just driving Horizon 3 and 4 and literally any other racing game with traffic at the same time. Alright, now that I have my pink Ferrari... Ooh! I love the way that pops up. That looks nice. Also, I just always find it really funny with cars like this, where the trunk is in the front and it's just this hollow void. I mean, there's stuff in there. It's not literally a hollow void, but... Alright, also I have a barn find. Yeah, I've just kind of been playing through the game off stream.
They made 19 of these. Just 19, that's it. Last time one came up for auction, it went for nearly £10 million. Not a bad find for a couple of chums and a walk in the woods, eh?
I see, I see. These are the barn finds I've found so far, in case you're wondering. And I guess also this. Prepping metal for... Metal? Metal for paint. Prepping metal for paint. You are going to get 3rd place and it will be painted. Okay, might as well crank it up to the top of S2. Actually, I kind of want to see how it drives stock. But I can put the good thing in it, so that's cool. I could also make it all-wheel drive. I am wondering, though, if good old Understeer Simulator can make the rear-wheel driveness of a Ferrari more drivable. Perhaps it can. They made 19 of these. I'm gonna put anime on it. No, that wasn't the car they made 19 of. That was the barn find that they made 19 of. Although, yes, I'm gonna put anime on it is a very true statement. I put anime and horses on, like, everything. Leveled up multiple times, apparently. I pressed X. Hold on, wait, another thing popped up. I guess I'll just drive for now. If I can ever load the menu to get out of it. I leveled up again. Oh. Okay, I didn't level up again. The game just decided that I leveled up to the same level like 3 times, apparently. You know, Understeer Simulator be like... Oh god! It's not understeering anymore! Still got a mile to go, so this is definitely going to need a much higher score than I'm getting. A drift car stock? This is not. This feels terrible to try and drift. And I don't know if it's the car or the game, but I can confirm that it does feel better than your average Ferrari in a Forza game. The problem is, I'm using it for something that would not be terribly hurting from the crazy oversteer slidiness that Ferraris normally bring in Forza. you know, I can just be disappointed instead. Or we could just spin. That's fine too. I was driving in a straight line with my tires just spinning. I was just wheel spinning. That wasn't a drift. That was a burnout at best. Like, I'll take the free, like, 4 points or whatever it was that it gave me. But I will take them confusedly. Not begrudgingly, just confused. I'm just confused. Also, it doesn't help that I'm just trying to get through this quickly as well.
You have arrived at your destination.
How many stars
Cat.
was that? 1. Okay.
Perhaps I need to tell our riddle writing team to make these harder. Adding
Also, I
coordinates
still
to
don't
your
have
map.
fast travel anywhere
Come on,
because,
we still have to do the legwork.
Ferrari lawsuit incoming, don't worry. True. I still don't have fast travel anywhere because, you have to buy a 2 million credit house. Oh my god, just get rid of the waypoint! Oh. Oh, I see. This is a seasonal thing. How are these... Wait, how are these seasonal things? Are there different Forzathon things for the expansions? Because there's no way. Yeah, no, these are on the mainland. So how are these Forzathon things? Also, how did I not do that? What? I literally, the reason I was outside of that house when I started stream is because I did that. And it said that I completed it. And I got the super wheel spins. Now I'm very confused. Not as confused as I am about how there are seasonal things. Unless they're not seasonal and that's just championship available? But that's still weird. And I'm still confused. God damn it, Dilbert, why are you a confusing game?
What's the fastest way to see the place?
I thought the game
Easy.
crashed.
Trailblazers. Drive through the entry gate and don't slow down.
Oh,
till you
I
get
thought
to
the game
players on the other
crashed.
side.
No, no, I don't want to drive through the Trailblazer. I wasn't even coming at it from this side.
Now, I'm all for scouting your own trails between these things, but you have to keep it within reason. Back you go and try again.
No, I don't go back and try again. I go race and try that instead of try again. I try race. Race, not Trailblazer. There's no C in Trailblazer. It does have all of the other letters for race, though. I guess there are just its own things. It just has its own things. That's weird. But I want to do the normal event. Also, it's raining. See, I did put snow tires on this thing, didn't I? Alright, time to see this thing in action. They put a fruit on the gas hole. Also, I just called it I also just called it a gas hole. I did call it that to be funny, but like I didn't call it that because it sounded like asshole. That was an unnecessary byproduct of funny. That was an extra amount of funny that was not anticipated. Hello, friend! You know, it feels better, but I still regret driving this thing in this race when I could have driven literally anything else. Ow. My face. Onward! God damn it! Now instead of sliding, it understeers, because it's understeer simulator. So even though the... Forza, how do you make Ferraris feel bad in every game? I don't understand. And I'm not saying they are bad in every Forza game. I'm saying they feel bad to drive in every Forza game. Because, dear God, I hate it so much. I know that like 80% of the reason is that they're rear-wheel drive. And most rear-wheel drive cars in Forza, especially Horizon, are big poopy doo-doo messes to control. Which then makes me further question when I see someone who makes a D-class car and they bring it to the top of D by giving it 1,700 horsepower and then deciding to literally do no handling upgrades, and then they're like, yep, that seems like a good tune for D-class. For a car from 1940. You know, I really did try. What I tried was to full throttle, but I tried. Somehow, I feel like I went through that corner slower by driving the way that should probably be objectively correct. Instead of a half-assed Horizon 3 driver. Is that what you call a rude car a gas hole? True. True. I finished third.
I know you're conquering islands and seeking fortune, but just so you know, we're tracking results for the Horizon Road Race series as well. What? You think we take a break just because we're 1,000 miles from civilization?
Yes! Perfect! Okay, now I'm gonna get an actually good car and make the thumbnail. Actually, maybe there's a race available that takes me to the chest. Oh, the island extends much further south than I thought it would. Okay. I thought this was the... I mean, this is still a really... I know it's just an expansion. This map, looking at just the map, this place looks kind of like it's like a small-scale Hot Pursuit 2010 map. It just looks like a lot of highway-ish roads with this one tiny town over here. It's very Hot Pursuit 2010. Alright. I'm gonna go make a thumbnail of me smashing a treasure chest. Define good car. Not a Ferrari. I was gonna get in the Nomad, but that thing doesn't feel very good in this game either. Why not? Surely this thing can't be that bad. Surely it can't be. I mean, it's an escort, right? These things are never terrible.
Turn around when
Right,
it is safe
it's
to do
Understeer
so.
Simulator. Man, I like how at the beginning of the stream I was like, man, I've been noticing there are a few cars in this game that just complement this handling style really well and not so much for other games. And every car I've driven has just felt awful. Except for the one I was driving at the start, which was one of the examples. But then I got out of that because I wanted to drive different things. And also because the game made me. But like I didn't get back in it because I wanted to drive the Ferrari, and then I wanted to drive this, and I could have, and nope. Just nope. The TRX didn't feel great. This doesn't feel great. I drove a Ferrari, which, I mean, I knew going in was probably a mistake.
In 400 yards, turn Turn sharp left.
So, you know, in short, sometimes in life, it's like if you had a donut. Understeer Simulator. I would have made that in any other Forza Horizon game.
You have arrived at your destination.
Okay. Hold on. Can I look at the hint from the map, I wonder? No, I cannot. Oh, it's right there. Oh, I see. So the problem is the car, definitely not your driving. No, the problem is that the problem is the handling model, and that my driving is not compatible with it, and I also just find it unfun. I don't care enough to get good at the driving in this game, because I would rather just drive the specific cars that lend themselves well to it. I never claimed to be good, I'm just not defending the game either. Okay, so it's definitely on top of this. It's definitely on top of this. And I remember finding this chest, I think, on when the expansion had come out. I don't remember exactly where it is, but I remember one being up. Also, I do really like how these got incorporated as occasional Forza-thon things in Horizon 5. I think that's really cool. Although I wish the picture thing came with them. That'd be nice. Okay, now that I've gone for road discovery instead of chest findingness, oh, right, I can use drone mode to look for this, can't I? Big funny. Okay, so where, whoa, okay, no need for that. Don't like that. Why is it so low to the ground? Oh, right, I tried to open the map and I hit the UI. Okay, I need to go into the map and see what we're overlooking. Okay, we're looking at... We're looking here. Where the picture is taken facing off the cliff southwest. South. So we're facing this way, but from where? Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. I found it. I found it. I was right. I wanted to go into drone mode before I dropped my car down here. Because I was like, oh, I wonder if it's just down a level from here. Okay, now I'm pretty sure I only get one shot at making this thumbnail look good. So here goes nothing. Don't Horizon 5 me, please don't Horizon 5 me, please don't Horizon 5 me! Damn it!
Stand down, Horizon. The treasure has been found.
Let me rewind and break it again.
Go back to Earth.
Yo! Piss car! Let me rewind, please. Please. God, I'm in an online session. This chest is already going to be smashed, isn't it? Yup. That's unfortunate. That's so... I didn't even think about that. Oh, no. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I mean, I can at least make this look cool. Oh my god, there's no motion blur. What the hell? I mean, there like not literally none, but the motion blur looks terrible. Oh well. What? Why am I leaning so far forward? Okay, I'm not. Now I'm confused because from here it looks like I'm leaning really far forward. Car is just weirdly shaped, I guess. I don't know, man. I think that could be the thumbnail shot. Because, you know, I couldn't get smashing the treasure chest in shot. This is very unfortunate. Thank you, computer, for giving me a notification as soon as I couldn't see it. And now to make the thumbnail. Hopefully, oh, did not mean to do that. Controller slid to my leg and landed on the left trigger. Oh, I should take a picture because I should work on that for capitalism. Even though it's only 15 grand, so it's really not a lot. Hey, that one actually worked this time. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, computer. I didn't already know that. Okay, I thought that was about to tell me I was getting disconnected for inactivity. I was going to be very upset. In more of a confused manner. I can't see what's happening. I'm not looking. I hope nothing interesting happened, but I did hear my car hit something. So that was either really disappointing or hilarious. Well, here's me hoping I didn't end up in the Horizon Arcade area. Because that would be big sad. This is only my second Horizon 4 stream, and I'm only going to end up having like 3 of these, I think. Unless progressing through the expansions ends up being hella fun. In which case, cool, I guess. Also, hey, thumbnail is made less than an hour into stream. Let's go, gamers. Hell, thumbnail is uploaded less than an hour into stream. Put a small word where the chest was. It's a visual representation of the driving in the game. Feels like you're driving off a cliff. I see. You know what? I do like the idea of putting putting text where the chest was. Okay, now we're gonna make it Comic Sans. I've already uploaded the thumbnail, but it's fine. I'll just I'll just replace it in a moment, though. There we go. All right, overwrite that. Go back into Studio. And there we go. There we go. Yes, Comic Sans, my favorite font. I love using Comic Sans because it's a free. Oh, of course, the one time YouTube actually updates the thumbnail immediately is when I have to replace it for a funnier idea. That's nice. That's nice. Thanks, YouTube. You freaking dick. Is it really just gonna give me? Oh, no, it's not. Because there's 2 dirt and 2 cross country. But there's only 1 new road race. Unless there's another one down here. Oh. There totally is. It's just the trial, I guess. I see. It's also all the way down there. I don't wanna. But I also want to primarily use road racing to progress.
When it is safe to do so. In 400 yards, turn sharp right.
I think what I'm gonna do is get the next tier of this done, and then we're going to head on over to the Lego expansion, because I do want to do both of these. I do want to get to playing both of these today. Ow! Okay, what can I tune in this thing? Because I'm really curious to... Car. What can I tune in this thing? Because I'm curious about something. Well, never mind. I mean, I've seen what I need to see, but I can't actually change it without upgrading. So that's unfortunate.
Turn left.
Those last 2 tabs are what I needed to see.
Turn left.
One of them makes sense, the other I find hard to believe just looking at. But anyway, we've got some nice circuit racing. Some nice circle raisins. Yep, and YouTube was like, I'll update that thumbnail right away. For before I added the text to it. Then I added the text, and now YouTube's just like, yeah, it's been 3 minutes. I don't wanna. It might be updated for y'all, though. I'm not sure. You know what I should do? I should throw some music on, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So, if y'all want to check out the currently playing song... Oh, okay. I couldn't hear it. I know there's a little quiet bit at the start of this song, but I just couldn't hear it. Yeah, if you want to check out the currently playing song, that's in the bottom left. If you want to check out any of the artists, they are all linked in the description. You see the updated thumbnail? Oh, cool. YouTube's just being a dick to me then. Because I see the version without the text. Well, I do believe I've chosen a disappointment. Oh, this car's twitchy. And understeers, even though it's that twitchy. Okay, cool. Aiming. Oh my god. This thing literally oversteers and understeers at the same time, and that is the only way, like, that is the only way to explain how this thing drives. It feels like it is oversteering and understeering at the same time. It feels like, what it feels like is the front end isn't turning and the rear end is. That's what it feels like. It feels like the front end is just staying in place while the rear end is just oversteering to hell and back. And also making several stops in various different continents and on various different planets along the way. You know, Puerto Rico, New Zealand, Jupiter, Tatooine. Okay, so this car is terrible. Understandable. Have a nice day. It feels like a rear-wheel drive in a front-wheel drive car. I don't even know how to process that sentence. And the worst part is that that's not even entirely an inaccurate description, despite making absolutely no sense. And now the race isn't marked as okay, well. Yeah, no, that's it's not a terrible description. It just... Oh, it's rear-wheel drive, and I was driving it in the rain. I see. Oh, those are separate toggles? Why did they merge those? That's terrible. I love being able to look at this or this. That's awesome. I could make a mistake, or I could make an even bigger mistake. Then... I could drive the piss car. You know what? Can't go wrong with a Skyline, right? It was rear-wheel drive after all. True. Alright. Can't go wrong with a Skyline. I swear to God, Horizon 4, if you make the Horizon... If you make the Skyline feel terrible, I'm gonna be real confused more than any other emotion, actually, if I'm being honest. It's very... honestly, I'll be impressed in some ways. I'm sure it's easy to make a Skyline feel terrible, but like that's going into territory no racing game has ever dared go before. It's just one of those cars that, like, you know, if you're familiar with Dragon Ball games, a good comparison is Videl. Like, she's just good in every Dragon Ball game for no reason. Some games you have to be good with her to really get the value out of her. But she's just good. Like, even in the DBS card game, Videl has a couple really good cards. Or has had. I don't know if she currently has any good ones. But, she had, like, a super stupid good defining card. A couple years back. And it was just like, oh, I guess we're here now. You know? Xenoverse, she has low stats, but, you know, aside from custom characters, she's really solid if you're good with her. It's just really hard to be good with her because low stats. You know, it's kind of like that. You know, Skyline may not always be the best or the easiest car to drive in a game, but even in Horizon 4, they haven't ruined this thing. I knew it. She's good because not enough female fighters in DBZ. Gaming. I've heard she's good in fighters, but I've only heard that from like 2 people, and I don't know how good either of them are. In fact, I know for a fact one of them was literally saying that because they had heard it from other people when considering whether or not they wanted to get into fighters and what their mains would be and whatnot. So I don't even know how valid that is, but I've heard she's good in fighters. I know in Raging Blast 2, she felt good to play. I mean, I'm not super familiar with what's actually good, but I mean, she felt really good once you got going with her. Like, I'm sure they could release a Dragon Ball kart racer and she'd somehow find a way to be really good. Hell, she'd be the best. Funky Flame, move over. We have the next best, most broken kart racer character. You know, just throw Videl in the I don't know, the McDonald's Hovermobile Capsule Corp edition. That's the OP combo of the Dragon Ball kart racer that I just made up in my head.
Not bad.
Also,
but
thank
I
you so
already
much
have
for
a
the 3
list of
heckin' likes.
qualifiers for the next round. You wouldn't want them to get there.
My knee
before
hurts.
you, would you?
It's oddly my right knee. My left knee is normally the one that hurts. Okay, well, do I want to drive all the way down here for what looks to be a long-ass circuit? Not really. But it is a road racing thing. That's fine.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
You know, there's a very severe lack of, I was really worried that was about to not be breakable, but I didn't have time. By the time that thought reached my head, I didn't have time to turn away, so I was like, I might as well commit. Oh, let's go, speed cart.
In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left.
Easy kart racer, but it's the DB episode. It's the DBC episode where Goku and Piccolo learn to drive. You can include those cars. Those could be Goku and Piccolo's cars. There you go. Perfect. Oh, let's go. It's gonna rain soon. Roads driven, 7 areas discovered, gaming. Where's this gonna take me? Oh, this might actually take me down to that circuit. I guess I'm okay with that then. I could drive the A class, I could drive the C class, or I could drive that thing. Or, and hear me out here, wait, I wanted to change car. Oh, I guess that's just the off-road, the only off-road one that, or the... I guess off-road is just the only championship that it's offering this one in. Oh well. Extreme off-road. That does take me right on down there. Interesting. Anyway, I just want to get in the Arctic truck. I just want to get in this thing to do this race. 'Cause why not? And then after, like, I think I'm betting that circuit A is probably going to be 2 laps, and B, I'm betting that circuit after this race will probably push me to the next level. And then once that happens, like I said before, I'm going to go and do some LEGO stuff. And I'm going to be honest, I think for Fortune Island progression, that's also probably just going to mostly happen off stream. I want this game to give me something to like enough to want to stream this game. It just doesn't give me things to like, other than having the bowler. Which I'm half expecting to show up in the car pass soon in Horizon 5 anyway. Speak of the devil. And look who's in first place, bitches. Well, you know what they say, if you can't join them, beat them. You know, I probably should have waited to say that till I was in first, but that's... Oh! Okay. Hello, Bowler! You were a great companion in Horizon 3. However, this is not Australia. You asshole! This is not Australia. And thus... we are enemies now! One thing I will hand the course design of Horizon 4 is, at least in the cross-country races, there are a lot of, like, go this way or that way choices to make. And I like that a lot. I say a lot. I've only seen them in, like, 3 or 4 races, but that's a lot compared to the 0 that most racing games have for off-road racing. That I've played, in my experience, at least. You know? I'm sure that dedicated off-road racing games probably do that more often. But I just prefer my racing games to have it all in one place, even if they don't do it all as well. And the Crew 2 is really the only other racing game that I've seen do that. Again, that's just out of ones I've played, but still. I am here to watch your stream again. 5's unbeatable AI are bad. I haven't lost them once outside trials. The Pagani engine in this game hurts my ears. Good, they fixed it. Oh, gaming. Horizon 5 AI makes Lewis Hamilton look like a maze pin.
Nicely done. While you're islands conquering and fortune hunting, I'll keep the data for the Horizon cross-country series.
Well, I don't have to do the circuit.
No point if you're not keeping score.
I see. 200 grand, even though you could have given me a legendary card instead, you asshole, but 200 grand is still pretty high because I don't have any money or any methods and I have kind of a limited money supply.
Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to find the third treasure of Fortune Island. Listen up. A 65 wild horse blazed across the USA.
65 wild horse from the USA. So it's a trailblazer. It's the Viking Bay Trailblazer, which I'm assuming I just unlocked. And I'm assuming there's a 65
most of
Mustang.
you are riddle solving and treasure hunting. Some of you have made
Oh,
the button, but
I didn't even have that race properly unlocked. It was just there because it's a weekly thing. I see. Well, now I have it unlocked.
while I'm here, you should probably know that I've asked Rob Glenn if he'd like to bring Drift Club to Fortune Island too.
Great. I want to go
He
to
asked
Lego
if he could
Place
bring a few
Village.
friends,
There's
which,
Viking Bay.
in
Okay.
Rob's case, I assume means cars.
You can't. There's no. Huh. So you can go to Fortune Island from the Lego Island, but you can't go to the Lego Island from Or is it just because I haven't been there yet? Anyway, I am curious. I am curious though if I was right about the car. Because I'm not... The car lists are way too big for me to just be like, yeah, I know all 7,000 cars in the game. These are probably sorted by year, aren't they? Ah! Yes. I see. Well, right, I can't just go there, I have to... You know what? You can't make me spend 6,200, game. You're not my real dad. I'm just gonna do that. And save 6 grand. You bitch. Well, it's something from 1965. I just don't know what. I don't know. I'll figure it out another time. For now, though... Something brick pun. I got nothing. I don't have Lego puns in my arsenal, okay? I guess I'm gonna break a leg go out on the stage. Because, like, I still think it is so dumb. It is so dumb that they gave us Lego cars with next to nothing for visual customizations. They're Lego cars! You could have gone crazy with visual customizations. And you did the opposite of that. Granted, one's a Ferrari. That probably makes sense why you can't with that, but like...
Your latest speed trap data is coming through. Looks like, yep, you're pretty fast, aren't you? Let's try some more, yeah?
Thanks for the helpful advice, buddy. Oh, I can't. Okay. You can also use the unicorn? Oh, God. Weird how Horizon 5 has a World Cup update when it's in December, not February. Gaming.
There's this great story about a film being shot around here somewhere. Supposedly they just dumped the stunt car when they were done. Should we go find it?
Oh. Why are they just all over here? I only go for barn finds when A, I'm near them, or B, they're seasonal. And somehow, the only place that I don't revisit regularly is the main festival site. So I just have these all here. Anyway, I'm just gonna fast travel here, because for some reason, okay, here's what I don't understand, and it's not so much like I think this is bad, it's more that it confuses me. So, the main festival site is normally free to travel to. But it's not in this game. Or at least it was, you know, normally up to this point. Like, 1 and 2 did that. I don't remember if Byron Bay was free to travel to or not. But the main festival's not free to travel to in this game. But the spawn point of Lego Island is free to fast travel to, but Fortune Island isn't! So it's not because it's an expansion! I don't understand!
Now, I know half the fun is building them, and I was gonna wait for you, but...
Or are there 4 Lego cars? There might be 4 Lego cars. I don't know. Actually, now that I think about it. I don't know why that thought just popped in my head. I think there might be 4, because I think there's also a Lego Bugatti. Plus these 3 here. But even that, okay, again, though, I kind of understand, like, okay, you've got the Ferrari, 2 hypercars. I see why you can't do it. You gave the Mini. You gave us the Mini. You could have let us just put crap on top of it. And you wasted the opportunity that Lego cars present you with. I'm sad, Martha. I say we kill Jay for building without us, I'm assuming you mean. And you know what? That's fair.
I see a world.
Also, my hard read is that we're gonna get a DLC pack that isn't gonna be included in the car pass, and it's gonna just be the Lego cars. Because that's what they did with 4 with the Hot Wheels cars. They even excluded one, and I'm just hoping they don't do that again. I just want them to give us more Lego cars, man. Also, I want, if they ever add bikes into Horizon, they need to throw quads in as well, just so that we have an excuse to get the Mongoose, because we have the Warthog. Also, put the Ghost on wheels, make it a 3-wheeler. One day Horizon 5 will have expansions, and I'm excited. I know! I am so excited for Horizon 5's expansions. I have a big thing planned, but I know for a fact that, unless they speedrun releasing them, I would bet money both expansions won't be out by the time I do it. Like, there's no way they release that close together. But one might be coming out before that, and I would love that. Ooh, this song's really good.
Oh, watch out for the dinosaur bones.
This car feels really good. To be fair, it's the Lego version of the cover car.
Horizon to air traffic control, requesting permission to land.
Hello, airplane! Yeet! also wish the Lego cars had damage models where, like, pieces would go flying off. I don't think that they do, though. Which is funny, because the environment has that exact damage model on a lot of the Lego bits of it. Is that the end? Mongoose as a bike would be so good. I know! Oh, it's not over! Oh god! I was gonna say it's Horizon 4 style. Then I realized it is Horizon 4. So that joke wouldn't really work. Also, 5 does the same thing with its opening. So. The difference is 5 doesn't do it with chunks of showcases. 5 doesn't make you play through half a showcase as part of its intro. Fucking stupid lazy. Cut that part out. Just have shorter prologue. It's not good padding, that's just padding. Still bothers me 4 years later. Well, 3.5. 3.25. Most expansions are just Stormy Islands. Well, to be fair, the first map expansion was literally called Storm Island.
To Brickchester. Population, a whole lot of bricks and minifigures. And you!
Although, yeah, no, the non-crossover expansion in every Horizon game so far has been a Stormy Island. We've had Storm Island, we've had Blizzard Mountain, which is an I don't think that one's an island, I think you're just on top of a mountain and you're walled in. But it is Blizzard Mountain, that is very much a storm. And Fortune Island, I think it storms a lot there. It's literally storming in your prologue race. Huh. Huh.
Festival site coming up. Wait till you get a load of this.
I know a lot of people are hoping for, like, specifically Japan for the expansion, and I think that's a really dumb thing to do. Because, like, just save that for a future Horizon game, you know? But I would not mind if it was, like, dust storms are super frequent and it's always dust storm season.
What do you think of the new
Like a
site?
desert-style
Pretty sweet,
expansion.
huh?
Oh, that would be so sick for
We
Horizon
put you up
5.
with a new
If they
house.
wanted to keep the
Well,
storm
kind
theme
of.
going, at least.
But we saved you the best spot in the festival.
Yeah, no, like, I wouldn't mind having a city. But I think that, like, not have an island with the same
Hey,
old
Cat.
theme. To be fair,
Here it
to be
is,
fair,
Horizon Lego Valley. Now, Lego needs a speed
no,
champion,
never mind.
and the
I was gonna
festival
say, to be
needs
fair,
to
the
live.
islands have
And
been
you,
kind of nice,
you need
but
a place to live.
I don't know, man. All I remember of Storm Island was that people liked that one straight with the jump with that one road. And then also, then then Horizon 3, there was Blizzard Mountain, which the events are fun, but the map's fine. And then I was going to defend Horizon 4, but A, it's Horizon 4, and B, I literally just complained about how Fortune
First
Island
things
is
first.
kind of not a great layout.
Lots of bricks. You can get them by completing brick challenges. Think of it like a big box of Lego to play with. The question is, which one will it be first?
Yeah.
First brick challenge set. Let's do this.
I don't even mind the whole Stormy Island thing. I just, yeah, now that I think about it, I don't think they've done it super well yet.
Than the little speed champion set my nan got me. Scaled up Bugatti Chiron is finished. Get down here for the race.
I see. I don't want it.
We've modified your car dashboard to display objectives for the challenge you're tracking. I'll be in
Oh,
touch
my
when you
car
complete yours.
dashboard, you said. That's part of my dashboard. On my, blocking my windshield.
Hey, Kat. I should have mentioned, things are a little different this time round. There's a whole valley full of events and stunts all
The islands are
set
so
up for you to
small,
discover.
yeah. The islands are small, the layouts aren't great. I think that, okay. So the thing is, for all I like to rag on Horizon 4, I do like the Lego expansion map. It's just small on account of being an expansion. I think a kart racer island would be cool. I wouldn't mind if they just gave us a massive racetrack with a bunch of configs. I think that would be interesting. But it has to be something we can do a lot with if they wanted to have a dedicated track theme, even if it's like multiple tracks or something like that. Like if they wanted to have it be track themed, it needs to be huge. There needs to be so many possibilities. But I do like this map layout. And then Hot Wheels, I mean, it's kind of something they could only pull off once, but the Hot Wheels map is hella fun. Like, I think the crossover expansions have been really nice. Also, I think that Horizon between 4 and 5, and 3, honestly, 3, 4, and 5 have come very close in their own ways to what I think is a really good city for Forza Horizon. Because the thing is, like, 3, it was just kind of held back by the size of the map, but I think the layout does well. It's got some gritty parts, it's got some curvy parts, it's got some tight parts, some wider parts. It's just small because the map was a bit smaller then. And then Edinburgh in Horizon 4 it could stand to be a little bigger, but like it's a decent size and the layout's fine, but all of the roads are wide and most of the corners are just sharp 90-degree turns, and there's not much else you can do because it's very grid. And then Guanajuato has all these tight sections where you can have these technical spots where it's super hard to overtake and cool, great, good. But there are no wide roads, and there are not as many places you can have those sharper turns if you want to. And just put all of those together. Take the layout of Surfer's Paradise, slap that onto the side of Edinburgh, increase the size slightly, right? Scale things up, and then slap Guanajuato right in the center, going across the two of them, and you have a great city layout. You know. Easy city layout using only roads that they've already built for past games. Obviously, it's not that easy, and I know that, but, like, just, you know, in theory. Yeah, I just noticed there are barely any WRC cars in Horizon 5. Neat. But they never played any expansion apart from Fortune Island. Well, that is disappointing. That, like... I just, in general, find Horizon 4 to be disappointment. Like Dilbert over here is just... Horizon 4 and Motorsport 5 have more in common than I would like them to. What is this? Why is it sharp? Oh, this is a PR stuff. I'm going home, Mom. I want to do road races, damn it! God damn it, where are the road races? Isn't there a spot here to go to Fortune Island? I swear there was a spot here to go to Fortune Island. I thought this place had a spot to go to. It doesn't. Okay, never mind. I was wrong about that. Oh, also, why do I have to zoom in to see the roads here? Also, this track is hella cool. I wish it was bigger to have more configs. I also hate the fact that this is the only, like, full, like, good racetrack we've gotten in Horizon. It's so dumb. Okay, the only full good asphalt racetrack we've gotten in Horizon, I should say. The Baja Circuit's cool, but it's a dirt track, and I love dirt racing, and the only config they have, which is a complaint that I have as well, is that there's only one config of that course without going into Event Lab, and since there's only one start point, your configs are also super limited because you could have had a dirt oval, but you can't because you can't start the race at the oval. So instead, you're stuck with a beam. I should do these wheel spins that I've been building up. Four was unfinished. First, it had missing objects, and 2 engine sounds were pitched up and not recorded properly. Odd gaming? Well, that seems to be a trend, because Horizon 5 isn't super finished either. My biggest issue with Horizon 4, biggest, not my only issue with Horizon 4, but my biggest issue is the way the game handles. Yes!
Congratulations! We call that a Forza edition. Custom upgrades you can't get anywhere but here. Big modifications inside and out.
I don't like the way the game handles. It doesn't feel good in an open world. But, oh, I'm all the way over at cars. I will give it credit. It is the most Forza Motorsport-esque handling model. And it, like... I just think it doesn't work. At least Horizon 5 fixed the Pagani sound. It shattered my eardrums and hurt. Yeah. Yeah, bad car sounds can definitely screw with the game.
You have arrived at your destination.
But yeah, like, it's the new meta for game developers: release unfinished games and release patches to fix it later. Yep, and I think that's a really stupid business model to be following. But the thing is... Okay, I never think that that's the correct thing to do. But some developers take the approach of doing that and then quickly, actively making an effort to fix it. Or if they can't fix it quickly, being very clear and transparent in their and frequent in their communications on the status of things. Or you could be the Siege devs and be vague and silent. Call your community bad when they're reporting terrible hit reg in your shooter. You know, and then when you start having audio bugs in year 4 and you acknowledge them in year 5 of your game, and then you admit to your community, we literally just we didn't think it would break, so we did nothing to try and prevent it, and now it's so bad we have to rebuild our audio. That's the approach you don't take if you're going for the release an unfinished game strategy. Because you need to actually try to finish the game if that's what you're doing. Siege would have died in its first year if it didn't have all of the unique mechanics it does. I think that if Horizon 5 was the first Forza game, it would be dead. Right now. I think the game would be dead. All of the cars, all of the tuning, I don't think would carry it. But it has a damn long legacy behind it, and to be fair, Horizon 4 didn't release in the best state, and look at it now. People are saying it's so much better than 5 because of 5 being unreleased, which proves, if anything, that they are damn willing to go in and fix the game. But yeah, no, a brand new IP releasing in the state that, with nothing unique going for it, in the state that Horizon 5 released in, would not work out. Hell, a second game for an IP releasing in a half unfinished state, as recent as 2018, pretty much killed it on arrival. The Crew 2 died super fast. And, like, it's not, like, dead. There's still enough players to, like, sustain the game, of course. But, I mean, that game released without PvP. There were a lot of features from the first game that were just missing. And the addition of planes and boats just didn't make up for it. And the game was dead before PvP hit. And that was, like, I mean, people, you know... The people that would have kept the game alive through all of that knew about the Crew by then. It was like, okay, we see you. We know that this will be fixed, but it's not worth it. Because you're not showing us that you want to do this. And throughout the Crew 2's history, unlike the Crew 1, they have shown that they don't care. Developers transparent, what are you on? They have to code the whole thing basically from scratch. I mean, like, I understand that different games are different, but... I just... Yeah. So my online was broken at first. It's decent, but still awful for convoys. Yeah. Please buy the next Siege game. We promise it's good. I mean, they said that their goal before axing support for Siege was to have 100 operators in the game. That's been their goal since day one. And it was either year 4 or 5 when, in an interview, they were like, yeah, that's still our goal. Which, on 8 operators a year, would have been 10 years of the game. And they've slowed down since then. So they intend to, like, keep the game alive for, like, 15 or so years. Are there any... Can we get some more road races? Where can I find some more road races? Oh my god, there are none. Are you serious? Are you serious right now, game? There are no more road races. I'll do the drag race, fine. And I think the fact that they've told us that they want the game to live that long is the only reason anyone has any faith in these developers. You know, no offense to any Siege devs. Like, the way that it looks from the information that we're given by the developers, and this, I could be entirely off base, and I don't mean to offend. It seems like, from what we are told, it seems like the Siege developers care, and just whether because of the game or the engine or the skill of the developers, I don't have the insight to know what the cause would be, but for some reason or another, it seems like they care and can't fix it. That's what seems to be happening with Siege. And with the Crew 2, it seems like they just don't care. They're just like, alright, the appeal of our game is that we have a bunch of things. So here's more things instead of refining the things we have that are not done well at all, even though we literally did these well 4 years ago. 8 years ago now. You know? 15 years is pretty ambitious. There's only a handful of games that remain relevant that long. That's fair. But again, Siege gets to limp along on the fact that there are no competitors. You know, there are a lot of games that have... Wow, that's just unfortunate. That's just unfortunate. I'm just going to try this again in something faster. Every single time the Siege community starts talking about, oh, this new game's going to kill Siege, this new game's going to be the end of Siege. You know, they said Valorant was going to kill Siege. Valorant competes with CSGO more than it does with Siege. They said Rogue Company was going to kill Siege. Rogue Company doesn't compete with Siege. No, in the sense that all first-person shooters are competing. Sure. But Rogue Company doesn't compete with Siege. You know, I know when the new Call of Duty game came out, there were some people saying, wow, this might hurt Siege. No, it didn't. No, it really didn't. Okay, if anything, I think Siege may have hurt the COD game for PlayStation players because of how massive it was. But, like, Siege gets to survive for way longer than it should because it's unique. Most games don't have that luxury, right? Like, being unique and being a recognizable name are two ways to live. Forza just smashed that expectation. It was like, nah, I'm gonna die, wait a couple years until I do. I mean, even the Crew 2, right? Like, the game's barely limping along. God damn. He gone, dude. He gone. Is this an actual quarter mile? I didn't pay attention to the length. I don't actually know if I have a car that's going to beat the AI unless I just turn down the difficulty. But yeah, I mean, like, the thing with the Crew 2 is that, like, it doesn't even have anything super, super unique going for it, other than just having a lot of things in one place. Because you can get on-road, off-road, cars, bikes, on-road and off-road, different kinds of boats and planes, and they've got hovercrafts and a helicopter, not that you can do anything with it. And like I didn't mean to do that. I meant to change car, and I was just mashing A. IR back, stop limping along. I'm not the Crew! But yeah, what Forza has that lets it, you know, release in the states that it releases in, is the name. You know, it's a name people know, and especially the fact that people stand by Horizon 4 while Horizon 5 is as broken as it is. You know, I think that says a lot about the fact that clearly they went in and cleaned up a lot of the bugginess, at least, of this game. Which means clearly they are damn willing to do it again. Probably. Unless we get the Crew 2'd, and they just aren't. Which would be very unfortunate. I will always say that the Crew 3 needs to be the Crew 2 with the design philosophy of the Crew 1. That's all it needs to be. And also, maybe a slightly bigger map. But that's a maybe. The map is kind of big. Why do they say all publicity is good publicity? Because... Because... It'll make you more money than you'll lose from, like, most things. Horizon 5 is getting there slowly. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, they released, what was it, 2 hotfixes within the first 2 or 3 weeks of the game. And fixed a lot of the more major issues with just the game being playable. They didn't immediately fix a lot of the online, but they made the game a lot more stable in that first few weeks, in those 2 hotfixes. And they're probably able to do a lot more with full updates as well. I'm sure when we get the first expansion, maybe I'm putting too much faith here, but I'm confident that when we get the first expansion, by that time, if not coming with it, there's going to be a lot of fixes, and I think those fixes are going to do a lot of good for this game. For that game. God, I'm so used to playing the good one. Well, the broken good one. Finally, more road races. Ow! I honestly think that even in its current state, like, unless you want to do stuff like hide and seek and whatnot, or have ranked online, I think for most people, Horizon 5 is a better experience than 4. But I also think for most people, I think, unless you're looking for something specific, I think that Horizon 3 is a better game than Horizon 4. Because I think that Horizon 4's handling model lends itself quite poorly to the gameplay and map design of Forza Horizon. And on top of that, I think Horizon 4's maps aren't great. I think Fortune Island is really blech in terms of its layout. I think the mainland, the layout, and scenery are fine. They're good, but I think 3 and 5 do it better. I think Hot Wheels is better than Lego, as much as I think this is a decent map.
Now, you might be playing with Lego, but this is a Horizon event after all. So, every time you upgrade your house...
Also, yes, a lot of things are, a lot of things here are made out of Legos. That is kind of the theme.
How amazing is this place?
If you're a popular company, you're gonna sell no matter what. Yep.
And I found instructions for a
More reasons that they can just kind of get away with doing whatever, like releasing unfinished games and stuff like that. Because nothing actually happens in the long run.
I've been playing around with this Lego tech myself. So I built these bonus cubes. And if you find and smash them, it should give you a skills influence boost. Hey, only one way to find out.
Big thing. Honestly, like, I do think that in the... I know I said it earlier, this game... The reason I've been enjoying this game so much, when I've been enjoying it, because it's very much an on and off thing when I play this game, whether or not I enjoy it. And it depends on the cars I drive, the tracks I run, the mood I'm in that day. You know, sometimes I just don't want to be playing it, but... I don't think that I would be enjoying this game if I had access to a Forza Motorsport game. Nearly as much as I am. Because this game does handle much closer than any other Forza Horizon game to a motorsport game. And I think it was an interesting idea to try. And I think that you could probably build something from the ground up that's meant for that. But I think that what 2, 3, and 5 have done is the right direction. I think that 1 went a little too arcade, and I think that 4 went a little too Forza Motorsport. And I think that if they wanted to continue 4 as its own thing, I'd be okay with that. If it were its own thing. You know, in the spirit of Horizon 4. Some third Forza series, maybe alternate. The issue is then you have 2 Forza series directly competing, because the only difference would be the handling, but whatever. You know, another game I play actively that I know damn well the devs are working to fix is Paladins. They're moderately transparent. They're just transparent enough that we know that they're trying and they probably care about the game to at least enough of an extent that it's not just, well, it's my job. You know? But they're also just not transparent enough that it's a problem. So we're kind of in an awkward spot. But it seems like they care. We have devs that are active in the community, quite a few devs that play the game and give direct feedback to, like, the balancing team. So, I mean, that's huge for a game that tries to be a competitive game. And while it's nowhere near Siege level, it's more along the lines of the crew level. Paladins does have the advantage of being kind of unique. It's a hero shooter that's also attempted several MOBA element incorporations, and the only one still standing is the item shop, but the item shop changes so much because you can balance things around that item shop, and it's just, it adds so much in theory. And it adds about a, you know, if I had to spitball, I'd say about 1/3 of the value it could to the game. But it still adds something that no other hero shooter has. And I think that does a big, big, big amount of help. Big large, even. It was alright apart from becoming death for like half a year. That's fair. I mean, I just have a bone to pick with just the map design, mostly, and the handling. Oh, also winter. You know, the perma-snow that makes most cars undrivable. Most game devs were working on it 6 months later. We finally released patch 1. Yeah. Yeah. That is very much what most devs do. Unfortunate, but true. You know, I would have preferred the golf cart, but this is more value. I just would have preferred the golf cart, because funny golf cart. I think it would be a pain in the ass to implement, and like, if we're speaking in terms of the meta, one would always be objectively better in PvE, or at least, probably, I suppose there's some timeline of perfect balance where it's theoretically possible, but I wouldn't even mind if possible, their solution to just all of these different handling models they've tried is to just have a setting. Have 3 settings. One that gives you Horizon 1 style handling, one that gives you 2, 3, 5 style handling, and one that gives you 4 style handling. And yeah, one's always gonna be better, because that's how having a meta works. When you have options like that, that's literally through the tuning menu that it has. You know, modern Need for Speed games do that. And having the super arcadey brake-to-drift handling is always better. But if you want to drive like it is a black box game instead of a Criterion game, you can do that. And it would be kind of cool if you could do that in Forza, but you can't just go into the tuning menu and do that. I'm sure you can. Like, I'm sure it's possible to emulate a lot of racing games handling just by tuning your cars just right. But I wouldn't mind the option to just easily flip a switch and be like, I want to drive like it's Horizon 1 now. You know? Yes, I am playing Forza. Yeah, no, it's the volcano and a little bit of the desert that snows, which is cool. I think the way they should have handled snow, though, is instead of locking it to an area, it should have been whole map, but be a weather condition. I think that's how snow should have been handled in 4 and 5. Have it snow in the whole map as a weather condition, the way the crew does it. You know? I think that would have been the perfect way to handle it. But I do think Horizon 5's solution to snow is better than Horizon 5 just dumping the whole goddamn map on you. And saying, hey, put on snow tires or 90% of the cars are just undrivable. Also, if you put on snow tires, about half the car list just has just awful handling because snow tires are poopy. Okay, no, you're not following the line they are. You are just running me off the road, you dickwad. Ow. He swung so much wider out. I hate it here. Also, honestly, I think that if Event Lab were introduced in Horizon 4, because I know we have the blueprint builder, you can do custom routes and everything, but if Event Lab were introduced in Horizon 4, I think that would have done a lot for this game, just because of the Lego expansion. Because being able to just put down Lego props, I swear to God. Okay, I thought he was going to come in, like, super tight and just run me off the road again. Also, wow, I'm getting Forza AI'd really hard right now. Ouch. Well, that's what I get for driving a race car. And the entire map was snow, the grand finale would be worse, and, well, I would have a breakdown. Again, though, like, I would want it to be a weather condition. The same as rain, you know? It can rain in the map anywhere. Why not let it also be able to snow if it's winter? I think that'd be fun. Especially because then you could have you go and do the blueprint and you just go, all right, weather, clear. You know, turn off snow. And have it not set to rolling time. You know, I tried to take that, like, super tight and awesome and be cool. It turns out, I am sadness. Also, I got Forza AI'd really hard, and I would like to give this another shot. Making a Lego race sounds awesome. I know! Also, what makes me really, really sad about Event Lab in Horizon 5 is They gave us the showcase in the Warthog, and there's all these Halo props all around. And none of them are available in Horizon 5 for Event Lab stuff. And I'm just like, really? You couldn't give us the Halo bits? And it made me sad when I realized that they weren't there. It's not even like, oh, there are similar shaped objects, even just like color or anything. It's just nothing. You can't even have like light blue guardrails or something crazy like that to at least emulate those. Like, nope, nothing. Also, I really want to see more Halo vehicles in Horizon. I think it would be really cool. You could totally have the Ghost be a three-wheeler. I mean, there's already a three-wheeler that you could probably just reskin. You know, you'd have different collision on it. Like, it would have wider collision on the front, but you could just reskin that as the Ghost and give it a new hitbox. I don't think they should do that. I think they should make it a unique car. But, you know. Also, I just realized that there's a crossbow in this race, and I only realized it when I was crashing into him, trying to get past him. Gaming. Also, I'm racing against the Donkervort. Let's go! Nose car hype! Dude, nobody knows why this car is shaped like a nose. You dick! Stop winning by a nose hair! Because the car is shaped like a nose. So it's like a... So it's like it's funny, because... Seriously, why is the Donkervort shaped like a nose? They're apparently fixing the issue with you not being able to save and edit when you finish or in the middle of editing it. Yes. Yes. They've said that they're working on being able to save and edit Event Lab tracks. And that is awesome. Because I've made a couple courses that I wanted to do cool prop stuff with. And then I realized it was going to take several hours. And I went, not in one sitting. Another 270 bricks. Dear God. Maybe I should go do this. There's even a race there. Gaming. There's also weekly stuff exclusive to the Lego Island. That's neat. Also, I made a... Okay, so here's a bug that exists in 4 and 5. If you cross over part of your racing line and place checkpoints in the middle of where the racing line goes, and if you double back on any part of your track and put checkpoints going both ways, the game will think you've missed a checkpoint, and it's better in Horizon 5 because you will slowly inch your way toward the checkpoint, and that's great. In Horizon 4, you just get stuck and have to leave. And I only know this because I made a track that drives on almost every road of this little tiny city in the LEGO expansion, because I thought that would be hilarious. That would be fun. It would be absolute mayhem to drive on. I had to test drive it 6 times because of this bug. It was not fixed going into Horizon 5. And I don't think it has been mentioned at all by the developers. I don't think it's on the known bugs list either. Which means that I am apparently just the only person that has ever thought to do that in either of these games somehow. I'm the only person that's happened to have a track idea that involves going back over somewhere I've already went. And also, I don't mean like intersections. Like, you can cross intersections, but if you drive for like literally from that corner to this corner twice, going in opposite directions, it will think I've missed a checkpoint. And in Horizon 4, it will not push you forward when you've missed a checkpoint. It will keep putting you where you were when the countdown started. And you are soft locked. You can save and exit, like you don't have to close the game, but as far as the race itself goes, you're soft locked. That's it, you're done, GG. It's over. Horizon 5 at least moves you forward. So, technically the courses are drivable. And that's another course that, if that's not fixed, I can at least go in, I can edit that, I can move the checkpoints closer together. And that's fine. I can at least design around the bug. I have, like, several checkpoints to spare. Also, it only does it going the second way, I believe. I've never encountered it going the first way. It only goes, it only happens the second time. Dude, you're in a van. Get out of the way. Dude, get out of the way. Yeah, last time I checked the known bugs list for Horizon 5, that wasn't on there, so that's neat. It does seem too odd to be the only person with that problem. I'm probably not literally the only person that's seen it, but I personally haven't reported it as a bug. Because I don't know the proper process of reporting a bug, because it's not, like... Nowhere in game is like, hey, found a bug, show us here. There's nowhere in the Discord to report bugs that I've noticed. Granted, I haven't extensively scrolled through every single channel. I've also gone the wrong way for where I wanted to go. So, like, I don't know where to report bugs, but... Yeah, no, that's... I don't know. I understand if not a lot of people have seen it, but... What are the odds that so few people have seen it that no one that's seen it either has known how to or has thought to report it? The game had like 11 million players, I think, play within the first week of launch. What are the odds that no one messing around with Event Lab thought, okay, I'm gonna go, you know, down here, right, turn onto this dirt road, come back up, and then come back. And then, oops, I placed the checkpoint here and here coming back up. That's more than 5 seconds. So now this is a pain in the ass to get. Of course, Horizon 4, so you would be stuck. But, you know, out of 11 million or so players in week 1. Even accounting for, we'd even say half of those are Smurfs, and that's still 6.5 or 5.5 million players, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's also a really weird bug for the game to have. But I do think overall Horizon 5 is a good game. I think overall Horizon 4 is a fine game too. Like, now, Motorsport 5 I think is bad. But that's also because I played 5 after 4 and 6 and then went on to play 7, you know, when that came out. But, you know, I think that Forza Motorsport 5 is a bad game. I think that the game does not handle well. I think that it's a pain in the ass to drive, and it's more of a chore than fun. And that, provided you had a 360 at that point in time, there was already a better option when it came out in Motorsport 4. And, well, if you were on Xbox One, you only had to wait 2 years for 6 to come out, and, well, 6 handles like 4, and 7 handles like 6, and Motorsport 5 is just a sad mess. And I also think it's funny that, the last game of each Forza series, to be exclusive to a generation, or, no, wait. No. The first... No. Never mind. I was gonna say a thing, but then I realized, nope. Nope. That's not at all true. I'm gonna say it's kind of funny how similar they are, because like they're the last, and then it was like nope, and then it was like nope, they're the first of that, nope. Although the last Forza game in each series, now that I think about it, to be designed solely for their generation of Xbox is the fourth one in each series, so that's kind of funny. The only difference, of course, being that by Horizon 4, the series was not Xbox exclusive. But that's fine.
That's what I'm talking about. Lego triumphs again. What a drive!
I am a gamer. What did you expect from me, Jay? My guy, my dude.
Let's no, it's cool. It's all yours.
Oh my god, leveling up my road racing is gonna take so damn long. I really hope that just spamming the hell out of road races in the expansions helps. I've only been live for 2 hours. It feels like I've been live a lot longer than that. Okay. I'm not having fun, but I don't want to end yet. I don't want to end yet. I'm going to get on Horizon 5 on the alt. I'm just going to hop on 5 on the alt. Oh, let's go, bot time. Would have been cool if your character was a Lego as well. In the during that little showcase event, I did have Lego hands. But yeah, I do think it would be cool if when you were in the Lego cars, you just became Lego person. But this is another game that this is one I actually do want to just do on stream for my progression through. So we're gonna make some progress on the alt, and unlike on the main, I won't be beating the game because I got a lot for doing a bunch of wheel spins and getting a bunch of cars. So that'll be fun. Also, we just got to 69 views. Big funny, big funny. Because, yeah, I kind of don't want to end if it's only been 2 hours, but, you know. Also, actually, as soon as I get to the title screen here, because this is going to take a couple minutes, so way longer, but I am going to go grab a water once this starts loading. And I will have that to consume. Because throat dry, mouth dry, I thirst, I consume. So I will return in like a minute, maybe 2, probably still before the game loads. Told you I'd be back before the game loaded. Also, I just realized that for some reason the thing froze. And it unfroze. Wow. I wonder how long ago the music thing froze. I hope it wasn't super long ago. Oops. I don't know why it froze. It just does. It's frozen like twice before. I knew it freezes if I minimize the window, but I didn't. I have no idea why it froze that time. Alright, I realize I can unmute the capture card as well. Feels weird to see 0 Forzathon points, but you know, that's fine. I am not going to do the thing where I collect all of the bonfires again.
All carbon fiber, 6-liter V12, 450 horsepower. It should have been on the side of Le Mans, not in the middle of the Mexican jungle.
So, what do we do now that we are in Horizon, Mexico? Ig Larg Thonk. Ah, default home. How you are indeed free. Free fault home. Oh, let's go! Just got on 5 and we're already getting bugged. Oh. What did I do?
We're ready to expand. What are you thinking this time?
Let's do the Whiny Bitch Club, because it'll give me something to do. The Whiny Bitch Society, I think is what I call them.
Jay just wants to show you his new car, although I have had a number of unknown callers asking about him. What's he done this time?
I don't know where the Fast Travel Anywhere house is. I'm assuming those are the free ones, right? That I have the 2 of. I'm assuming. Is this Fast Travel Anywhere? No. I know the one up here is Daily Wheel Spin, which I do eventually want to get because I don't plan to play on this as often as I do on main, but like, this isn't the Fast Travel Anywhere house either, so it must be this, right? For 2 mil, that's all of my money. Let's see. Do I really want to drive the whole way there? Yes.
200 yards. Turn right.
Ah, because I experienced a season.
Turn right.
I experienced a season. And so the game was just like, yeah, here you go. Oh, right. I can actually just leave the radio on in this game because volume is 0, not 1. Had to check something on my phone, sorry. 9+. Oh, right. Right, free stuff. Forgot about that. Soup. I have 3 super wheel spins and I missed out on 2 Forza editions? Seriously? Okay, we got the Spice Mobile over there. The thick electric Porsche. I see that F1. I see that F1. You're an asshole. You're a double asshole because of what you also almost gave me. There wasn't. Okay. My cat stepped on my keyboard and mega rewound the stream, and I didn't notice until I heard you greet me again. Aw, gaming? What is that? There were like 575,000s in a row. There were at least 4. What the hell? What is this game? What is this game? No, the game is not bark. It's not a tree. You know, life sure would be easier if he didn't make the same noise for literally everything. Like, he has like 3 different noises that he makes, all of which are barks, by the way. None of them are like, he only whines when he's like winding up for a bark. The pun was not planned, but of course I was going to take the opportunity. He only whines if he's winding up for a bark, and then he just makes the same like 3 or 4 barks interchangeably for literally everything. So the dog is also baffled by the game, by how many 175s there were, because that's actually when he started, now that I think about it, and that's really funny timing. Thankfully, he's not being as loud as he has been sometimes. Also, volume is not an indicator of what he wants / needs either, because last night he was really loud, and he's given me a couple headaches over the past week, and because he's been louder for some reason. And part of me thought for a while that he might be in more pain, and that's why he's louder. No, because he was like the loudest he had been at one point last night. He was hungry. He wanted food. Or at least I assume that's what it was, because he stopped barking after he walked out to the kitchen and ate. But how am I supposed to get that when it was just this but louder? Well, okay, now he's quiet, but you know. It'd be wonderful if dogs could speak human language. It would probably make life better for him and me.
In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination.
Something like that. Something like 400 yards. Wow, I really tried there. I don't think this is going to work unless I rewind further. But then what if they had a silly voice? Well, I'd still be able to understand what he's saying at that point. And then he'd also be able to understand what I'm saying. And then we could communicate instead of just bark, 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 bark. And me not knowing, because that's literally the same thing he does for everything. And like, I don't know how to explain why that's weird, other than like, Other than that, in my experience, dogs normally don't just bark the same way for everything. Like, even his aggressive bark, he will sometimes do when he's hungry. Or when he's in pain, or when he wants to go outside. Like, he doesn't have different sounds he makes for different things.
There they are. So, some street racers just turned up.
I forgot I had the space helmet on. I keep meaning to take it off,
No, we're
and
not
I never
friends.
do.
And we're not street racers, Jamin. We're the Born Fast Racing Society.
Yeah, more like born rich.
More like y'all are bitch.
Mira, amigo. You're in my country now. So throw down on the road. Or go home.
Cats normally make very similar sounds for all sorts of different things, but cats will also, like... Cats have different mannerisms not in their voice, usually. In my experience, at least.
Now, born fast. Or dead last, mi amigo. Vamos, let's go.
I just love racing through Guanajuato. Also, I wish that you could drive these courses. I think it's really stupid that the ones of these that are races aren't courses you can make, nor are they places you can start event map things. Again, I just think I will say it until the end of time. Just let us start from anywhere, or at least from any existing points.
How come they've never been to Horizon?
You ask me. The festival could do without these types.
Steady on, Jay. Let's see if they can drive.
Also, I know I've said it on stream, I don't think I've said it in a while. I think it would be cool if, for important races, instead of drivatars with, like, friends' names and club members' names, and in the absence of those things, random people's names, as we see a lot of on my alt, or friends of friends, you'll also see sometimes. Like, I see a lot of friends that I know I don't have on this account, but I do on main. And that stuff happens sometimes. But, what if for important races, not ones like this, but like ones that use drivatars, like the Goliath and stuff, they use names of characters from the game. You know? Like, oh, Kira's in this race, Jay's in this race, Darius Flint is in the Goliath in Horizon Mexico now. Like, that'd be cool. I think that'd be hella spicy. So I did not drive this with 3 stars in mind, so I don't think I'm getting it. Never mind, I'm a gamer! First try!
Pablo. We just need to get you a real street machine.
See, you would think from the way he's barking that, like, that's only the sound he makes when he's hurting, but he's been making this noise for hunger and wanting to go outside since I moved to Texas. So, like he's... Sometimes he will walk over to the door and start doing that at the door. So, I'm assuming he's in pain, and there's nothing I can do about it right now. But he might just be hungry.
So, the Born Smug crew aren't done yet. Tristan has organised another showdown at the stadium. You can head there now. Or, this is weird, but I got a call from the kid you'll be racing. Says he wants to talk to you. Your choice, but it sounds like a trap to me. Got it. I've got
One thing that makes no sense is, I think you drive a different car depending on which one of these you do, which doesn't make sense.
Hey, superstar. Quit showing off and come collect this Renault before I
Go for it. I'll collect it next time I'm at the garage. 1500. Oh my god.
An old mechanico told me where we could look for a piece
Okay,
of
so these are how you speedrun the game. So what would a start to finish speedrun of Horizon 5 look like? Would it just be start the game and then I guess just go until you've... Would it be unlocked every adventure, beating all of the Goliaths or whatever? just beating the main Goliath. Like, big thing. The Groot of dogs, all he can do is say the same thing. True. I have Groot dog, cat disguised as a dog, and dog with a very sad backstory. Also, cat disguised as a dog thinks that she has the saddest backstory of the three, when that is not true. She acts like... She acts like she has been...
There you are.
Abandoned repeatedly.
Sure, Tristan.
We got her when she was a few months old, and she has never... The only time that she's, like, been away from us has been the one time that she ran away. And then...
Let's just get this over with.
She didn't even, like, run away. It's not like she was trying to get away from us. She just wanted to go out front, where we never let her go. Because cat. Because she literally has the cat thing, where if she doesn't like not being able to go places. She will go crazy if there's a closed door. Like, I keep the door to my mom's bedroom closed, so that they don't go in there and, like, pee on stuff and crap on stuff, and it's great and all. Except sometimes she'll just start pawing at the door.
Hey,
and whining and barking.
like you're having a good time. Loosen up. Racing
She's a cat.
is supposed to be fun.
She's a cat.
You have no idea. I'm not even rich. My dad used to work for his dad. I'm just as happy hooning around in a Skyline as a Lambo.
Huh. You should check out Street Scene, Charlie. They're all about that.
This is a really good song. It's just not a good song for racing. But yeah, no, she acts like she's just been abandoned, and like she's just like had such terrible people in her life around her, and she hasn't. She's been well cared for, spoiled in many regards, you know. And then there's Rocco. He actually like was treated very poorly by who he lived with, and then he was too noisy for them or something, and they gave him up. And so he's like afraid to bark at things. But she acts like she's been like through twice as much bad as he has, and it's just so funny. She's so much more insecure about like having a door closed in the house than he is about like working for 8 hours outside of the house. House animals lose their mind at the concept of front yard. True. Cat did that as well. Every time the bathroom door closed, she scratched and meowed like we abandoned them. Yeah, no, that's like a thing with cats. They don't like having closed doors. They want to know what's on the other side of doors. They don't like not knowing what is everywhere, basically. I used to have a cat that could turn doorknobs consistently. It wasn't like a aw, cute, he did it once, we'll make a joke about. No. Oh, right, that was a thing this week. Oh, right, I wanted to start working on Forzathon on this account this week. Because I want to start getting these exclusive cars on this account. Because I do want to play on it at least regularly. The only issue is, if there's a really bad Forzathon thing, I have to do it twice. Part of the reason is because I want to, just have more cars, because for this account on this game, the plan for Rivals is I want to start using this account to run Rivals races in stock cars. Gift drop. All the way down there? Ouch. That's super out of the way. And I can't, like, change cars or anything either. But, you know, it wasn't like a, oh, it's cute, he did it once, you know, he happened to figure it out once and then never did it again, but we're gonna joke. Like, you know, we joke that my ferret could read, because you put a book in front of him and he would sniff on the lines, and it was also a consistent thing, but it was cute, and, like, obviously he's not actually reading, but funny coincidence that every single time he would sniff on the lines, and it was too coincidence to not joke that he was reading, but obviously he wasn't reading. No, this was a cat that would consistently just open doorknobs. You had to lock doors if you didn't want him, like, he wouldn't, like, get outside, obviously, because the doors open inward, but you could not, if he wanted to get into a bedroom, none of the bedroom doors in the house that we lived in at the time, opened outward. They all opened inward. So, and also none of them locked, right? So if he wanted to get into a bedroom, he was getting into the bedroom. The only way to stop him was for doorknobs to be too high, which they weren't. He was pretty tall when he got on his hind legs, and he would just open the door. And there would be times when, you know, they were just, you know, closed bedroom doors at night, and in the morning they're open and he's just in someone's bedroom. And it's like, oh, I guess we're here now. I don't know, all of the cats that we had, and I don't know if this is a normal thing for cats or not, but all of the cats that we had, like, they picked, like, a favorite person. Like, they would all just have someone that they would go to above everyone else in the family. And I have no idea why, you know? Like, I don't know what causes their, you know, their attachment to whoever they pick, but of course the you know, the door opening cat was the one that favored me. And then after he passed, we had another cat that we took in because, so all of our cats that, over the course of my life, except for 2 of them, have been ones we've taken in, because they've, like, needed a place to stay, at least temporarily, and then it becomes very not temporary. And he was one, and the reason we took him in specifically was because he had gotten injured. His paw was hurt, and we were keeping him in the house.
I think we found it.
Not keeping him in the house, but we were letting him in the house. And then winter came. But we were letting him in, like, the basement and this back room where none of the other cats could get. And winter came, and we couldn't just leave him outside, because it was almost winter, but it was starting to get cold. Like, the winter weather starts to set in. And we can't just keep him in the basement. But we also don't want him to go getting hurt in the cold. So we just ended up letting him in the house, and then he stayed. So, you know. That sounds terrifying. You're sleeping, here's door slowly open, cat jumps on you. Yep. Yeah. But, yeah, his name was Rusty, which is funny, because, if you've ever read the Warriors books, the main character of the first series, before he joins a tribe, or a clan is what I think they're called, I haven't read the books in a while, his name is Rusty, and the only difference between him and my Rusty is that they had different eye color. That is the only difference. The description in the book matches a description of him exactly, and I think that's funny. But after Tom, the door opener, passed, unfortunately, Rusty was just all over me. They never got along, but, like, Cats know, man. Cats know. And it's funny. My dad couldn't stand Rusty. He wasn't happy that we brought him into the house and that he ended up living with us permanently. Not like, he wasn't like bad toward him, but he was just like, he wasn't happy about him being in the house. Unfortunately for both of them, Rusty decided that my dad was his person. Until Tom passed, and then he decided that I was his person. And that was like, okay. Alright. I guess we're here now. We're just... Don't you dare. You asshole! I knew it! Yeah, that was just one of those... That was a certified cat moment, though. It was like the day after Tom passed, and Rusty just, like, jumped up next to me, and... I have a thing where I'm, like, super uncomfortable with animals, like, being on my lap and stuff. It's, like, huge anxiety. Tom is literally the only pet that I have ever let on my lap. And it's funny, because I was the only person that he was, like, super calm on the lap of. Like, if you've ever had a cat on your lap, if something panics them, they do not care that you're on their lap, claws will come out, and you will get scratched. I hope you're wearing thick pants. It usually won't be terrible, but, like, it happens sometimes. You know, it's normal. It's one of the risks of owning a cat. I don't know. Like, he was apparently good at controlling it around me, because he would panic and scramble off of me. No claws. He was fine on my lap. It's like he knew. And then also, actually, I mean, these three know that I don't like having them on my lap. The three dogs here. And they just lean up next to me if I'm on the couch with them. They just lean next to me. They don't usually try and climb on me. And that's great. You know? But none of the other cats tried to like not climb. They would try and climb on my lap sometimes, and I would just have to be like, here's my arm. It is blocking you. Do not proceed. And they would just slowly back off. And then lay next to me. Whatever. And after Tom passed, Rusty stopped trying to climb on top of me and just went straight to laying next to me. And we had Chica at the time. And I'm convinced that these two picked up the habit of not trying to climb on my lap from her, because she already didn't do that.
Tell him I'll take my invite to the UK festival while he's at it.
I'm gonna try not to go on a tangent, but remember to tell a story involving that. It's a very short one. But yeah, and Rusty just never tried to climb on my lap. His default engagement was to like nuzzle me and then lay next to me.
Lead driver in the racing team she owns.
And he just, I mean, if there was a time that Tom would have come to me and like been next to me, you know, whether out of running away from, you know, whatever random thing he found in the house, or, you know, whether that or, you know, cat comforting person, if Tom would have been there, Rusty was there. And it was like he knew, and he was trying to fill that, you know, missing piece of what I had been used to for so long. That, or it's the fact that they, and this thought always crosses my mind when I think about this, right? But it's either that, or they never got along and he saw this as one final dominance assertion. You know, that's also possible.
He can decide where he goes. He's a grown-up, isn't he?
And then the other thing that I wanted to say, that I thought of when I was talking about you know the dogs not climbing on my lap. We had Chica and Rocco in the car when I was brought down here. My mom brought them up to the halfway meeting point that I was swapped from my dad's car to hers. And she brought the two of them. Because she figured Chica would be super excited to see me, and then, you know, also, I hadn't seen Rocco yet. So, like, sure, whatever. And, and Chica gets brought into the hotel room, and she sees me and my dad, and she runs over, jumps onto my dad's lap, and about a minute later, she comes over to me and just sits next to me. She didn't try to climb on me, and I hadn't seen her. She had not seen me in like 3 or 4 years by that point. She lived away from me for 3 or 4 years with my mom by that point. And she still remembered that I didn't like when she climbed on me. And like that was so... It was just like I don't even know how to put it into words. It just it meant a lot that she remembered, wait, don't climb on this person. And she just sat next to me. She's gotten worse with time. She really likes trying to climb on me now. She's the only one that does, which I think is really funny because she used to be the best one about it. Yeah, no, every cat and every dog that I have owned, and also the one each parrot and rabbit that I have owned, have been much better at reading emotions and social cues than I am. My defense, of course, is that I'm on the spectrum, and I know that definitely messes with how I read things, but doesn't change the fact that, yes, I have literally never had a pet worse at reading emotions than me.
Hey! So I texted Tristan, but my message came out really sarcastic, and long story short, he's sending another Born Fast racer after you.
How close am I to my next Horizon Adventure chapter? 3 runs. Nice. Yeah, it's probably going to be like 2 or 3 streams of progression on here. But I don't want to play this one off stream, and I do want to do some Forza stuff. So, I think I'm just going to run through this story and then do a bunch of Forza stuff for this week that I ended up not doing on stream on Thursday.
400 yards.
Ah, okay, good. I was just hoping it wasn't going to be on that roof. It's not. It's in the Tube of Doom! I don't have the sheep horn yet. I love the effect of your car, like, being slightly sunk into the sand. It just looks so cool. Also, doing small off-road cuts feels way nicer in this game. Especially coming right off of Horizon 4. Ugh, it feels awful there. Which is fine. I mean, if you have, like, rally tires, rally suspension, it's fine. But, like...
You have arrived at your destination.
Again, it feels less like Forza Horizon and more like it's trying to be Forza Motorsport in an open world. Which, to an extent, Horizon is, but to an extent, it also isn't, you know? Like, it's not like there's no similarities in how these games handle compared to Motorsport, but they're not... Horizon 4 is so damn close to being one-to-one on the handling on a lot of cars.
Don't sleep on this
that it's like,
I
I don't know, man.
Take them seriously.
Tris, my man, relax. I'm the best racer in North or South America.
Nice to meet you, William. Shall we do this?
Stop putting on the wrong station for me to have silenced.
Go, go, go!
Also, I don't know if anyone has noticed, but I did update the stream title to say that I'm playing 5, but I kept the game on 4. Oops.
Hey, what's up? How's the
I just got bored of 4. I'm just gonna finish the expansions off camera for those. I played them today because I was like, I did want to do that from even before. I was like, maybe not stream this game. But also, I was thinking about it yesterday, and I was like, you know, maybe I'll enjoy playing the expansion, right? Maybe I'll enjoy the expansions more than the main game. I know I liked Lego Island. I don't remember liking Fortune Island. Maybe that'll change. I ended up deciding to stream it today after yesterday's stream. And yeah, I kind of wish that I had just streamed this instead. But at least I have, you know, my first re-impressions of it. It's fine.
You're looking at a genius behind the wheel right here.
Mediocre expansion for a mediocre racing game, and a solid expansion for a mediocre racing game.
Shame my dad couldn't come to watch me beat a
I would say both of which have better alternatives, but Lego kind of doesn't yet, because Storm Island isn't quite the same thing, and well, Hot Wheels is just formatted to be a Hot Wheels track, so you know, some gimmicky open world like Lego isn't. And as far as expansion maps go, I do think it's the best outside of if you're looking for the tracky style that Hot Wheels brings. Because Hot Wheels is the closest we've had to an actual proper track-themed expansion. And it actually does a good job of somewhat filling that, as long as you're okay with, you know, loops and stuff. I don't know why I lost traction there. My car just went, yeah, I've had enough straight lines for one day. Well, technically it's not my car, but, you know, the car I'm driving. Ouch. Yeah, my car just went, I hate guardrails. Yep, that sure went poorly. Mediocre, crying Squidward. True. Why are those rocks water buckets? I make that joke, but if anyone hasn't seen me play Most Wanted, then like, or hasn't like had issues with the water buckets, then like that just doesn't work. Wait, why did I just get an accolade? Hold on, I need to see this on stream.
This doesn't represent me. This doesn't represent me. Don't put this on my record.
Smash 30 traffic cones. I see. Interesting. Also, I was trying to do all that cheese and rewind to fix the mistakes in the failed cheese, because I was like, there's no damn way that I 3-star this, because so many of these story chapters are like you have to do corner cuts and stuff. No, it was easy. Also, fun fact about these race ones, this is great. The finish line is separate from the checkpoints, and crossing it does not require passing checkpoints. It takes priority over checkpoints as well. And there are a couple where the finish line is somewhere where you get to early in the track. And as a result, you can skip a bunch of checkpoints with a pretty lenient timer. And it's pretty funny. Yeah, no, I rewatched Avatar and Korra both in full a couple years ago. I think it was actually 2020, yeah. And they're both really good.
Yeah, that's what I said. But no, definitely Kim.
I got a thing. That traffic cone came out of nowhere. Protect me, cone.
Can you go and deliver the bad news? This next racer is kind of intense.
No, never mind. I was gonna try and get below the bridge, then I realized there was no way I was making it. Oh well. Whee! Also, today is the day when I can get the Mustang on my Mini. I believe. I think. Yes. Should be. I am not going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can just do like a speed trap or something on the way to the next one and get a thing. I'm just past where he learns of the comet. Oh, I see. Oh, so you're pretty far in then, right? Unless it's the first, or wait, no, it's the first time he learns about the comet when they end up planning the eclipse thing. I don't know. I don't remember the exact order of things. I mean, that's still decently far in, though. Oh, episode 7. Oh. Gaming. I am thinking of all of the wrong scenes.
Tegan, I told you, Kira isn't here. She's running operations in the UK, and Australia was a long time ago.
Makes no difference to me.
Hey there, Tristan. Hi, Tegan. I guess we're racing.
It's certainly not a social call.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
that doesn't mean we're not. Okay, that was not a. Your response was completely unrelated, lady.
Darn right I am.
The part where everyone starts ignoring him. I wonder. I don't care enough to find out, but I wonder if that's doable. Probably not.
Calling Jamin.
Jay, could you look up Tegan Ashley?
One sec. Tegan Ashley. Oh, wow. She tried to buy Horizon Australia.
What? Like, the whole thing?
Yeah, and her mum has the mining money to do it, but Kira told her the festival boss job wasn't for sale. So she...
Didn't take it well?
No, not at all.
No. Oh, that's a well-placed mountain. Unfortunate. Yeah, I was thinking of the library thing, because I know that's where they learn about the eclipse. And I know that, like, stuff involving the comet comes up at, like, several points. The first thing I thought of when you mentioned learning about the comet was, I was thinking you were, like, right at the very end when they're like, oh, he's gonna use the comet to kill everything. That was the first thing I thought of. Also, wait, is she driving the piss car? She's driving the piss car! Let's go, gamers. Hold on, wait, we're on dirt and I'm driving a road car and she's driving a piss car. Hold on. No amount of Lamborghini urine is going to stop me from beating you, lady. I am the movement. Okay, no, hold on. I said no amount of, not any amount of. Did I miss that? No. Are the checkpoints just, like, way less strict in this? You know, I bet I can just, I bet I can just, like, I bet I can just go super spicy. Spicy mode, activate! Nope. Unfortunate. I thought it was just a little closer than it was. That's, we don't have to talk about that. I tried, okay. So yeah, I guess the checkpoints are just more lenient. Which is... Honestly, I take that as more of a problem than anything else, because it's just checkpoint inconsistency that if you do these before a lot of races, it's like, well, now you're going to assume checkpoints are way more lenient than they usually are, but sometimes they're even more lenient than they have been here.
No! 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 I can't race my way in, I can't buy my way in. What do you want from me?
Easy, Tegan. Are you alright? Forget about Born Fast. If you want to race for Horizon for a while, clear your head. That's absolutely fine.
Like they'd have me now. Nobody takes me seriously, all because of my family's stupid money.
Also because you tried to buy the festival.
Street Scene would love to have you.
This entire storyline is just everyone's a whiny bitch. I think it would be funny if total skill points earned was 45, but that wasn't like the points you spend in mastery. It's just like, oh, I've played this far in the game. I've only banked 45 points, which I don't even think is possible.
So you're the superstar. Tristan's right. You're much more impressive than Jimin, and less irritating.
Jamin's really nice once you get to know him. Sorry, I didn't get your name.
I'm Katya. Born fast and all of that. Turn left.
I can probably hit up that drift zone on the way. And then unlock another thing. I don't plan on playing through and just getting everything today, but like I said, I want to go through all of Born Fast, and then just do some Forzathon stuff. Because this game is hella short compared to all the others. This one's definitely the shortest. Like this, like. Well, okay then. Well, okay then. I see. So now I'm gonna need like 2 stars. But like, yeah, no. Getting all of the tickets in this game takes like as long as completing the expansions in 3. You know.
Turn right.
Drift zone! This is my Horizon happy place. Now throw the back end out and show me something.
How was I drift? Okay. Like, I'll take it. I just want to know how that counted. How and why. just want it to not fail me for going too slow. Or miss the last pair of flags. That was 2 stars. Big set. But that's still more than enough.
Hey, Melody. Time for an adventure. Where should we head next?
That's a fun storyline. More so for the tracks than the actual story. None of these have like fun storylines, but that's fine. I do this one. Why not? I mean, technically, all I want to do on stream is, you know, unlock all of the Goliaths. Okay, I don't actually want to go there. All I want to do on stream is unlock the Goliaths. Maybe I can do all of that today, doing enough Forza-thon stuff. Let's see. I should just go for those, actually. And then after that, I can just play this off stream. Has it been 3 hours yet? Yeah, it's actually just over 3 hours. I don't know. We'll see how we'll see how much we get done. I mean, oh well, that's it for Bornfast. Cool. And showcases usually get a lot, so I guess I can go do that. Probably buy the fast travel anywhere else too, because I don't really. Maybe I shouldn't, because I want to do Forza-thon stuff. So I don't know. Also, in case you're not, in case you don't know, Tuesdays are now weekly Animal Crossing streams every Tuesday, probably most Tuesdays. I don't know. I may not go live literally every single Tuesday, but that's the plan.
Superstar, I believe you've spoken to Katya, my second in command. Maybe the second fastest thing on Earth, after me.
He likes to tell himself that.
Katya and I have been talking, and we thought you might consider joining Born Fast. With you in the crew, Horizon would be history.
Yeah. Except I don't care who wins, Tristan. I'm here to have fun.
Okay, so who's driving the Sesto?
I told you.
I don't remember who drives the Sesto here.
No matter. Now we get to see who really is second fastest.
Also, I just looked over. The music's not frozen again, is it? No, it's not. Okay, good. Okay, good.
Born fast? Or...
See you at the finish line!
Dead fast. What, nobody likes the motto now?
I like you, Katya.
Born fast, or I'll see you at the finish line. I mean, it kind of works. Kind of works.
Anas, call Katya.
Finding her number. Dialing now.
Yeah? Hey, Katya, it's me. Can I talk to you about something? About what? Tristan. Tell him Jay shouldn't have made that born rich crack.
Oh, these boys. Tristan just terrified Jay might be right. I'm being called out by one of your favorite racers.
Wait. Tristan is a Jay fan.
He used to send me every midnight run, every PR stunt video. Why do you think he wanted an invite to Horizon UK in the first place?
Oh. Suddenly this makes a lot of sense.
Forgive Tristan. He can't help being rich. No, enough therapy.
I mean, he could give all of his money away. Like, he theoretically could just decide, I am no longer rich, and just get rid of all of his money.
So this is what dead last feels like.
Why did the chicken cross the road? It was Animal Crossing.
Not so bad.
The chicken crossed so Colonel Sanders wouldn't catch it.
I don't think so. I'm not going to stoop to racing you. You're not even in that ridiculous Hall of Fame of yours.
Really? Well, talk soon, I guess.
I have done the thing. Okay. So how much Kool-Aid do I need to unlock more things? 'Cause yeah, okay. New goal for the stream that I really should have thought of before I grabbed the showcase. Although maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe grabbing a showcase is, well, I mean, I guess it just kind of makes it take longer anyway. I don't know. Point is, new goal. I want to see if I can get all 5 of the Goliaths unlocked. And then if I can do that, I'll wrap up there. But I'm also going to do some Forza-thon stuff. Because that'll... Doing your first Forza-thon stuff tends to do that, to help with that. Now, I don't remember where this showcase starts.
Let's go. Punk rock and Cobain is how we grew up. K-rock was insane.
I don't see it.
The 90s held such better times. We were blank rage against, and of course Sublime had a crush in school. Oh man, she was so fine. I had a couple dudes. We kick it every night. We drink a couple brews and get into a fight. If I could go back to that, man, I'd be alright. Yeah, take it all back for you. I've been beating up black and blue. Yeah, know what I have to do. Never roll back, that's the truth. Yeah, take it all back.
Oh, there it is. I'm dumb.
I've been beating up black and blue. Yeah, know what I have to do. Never roll back, that's the truth.
You know, that actually doesn't seem worth fast traveling to. Let's just get in something a little faster. $5 grams of Kool-Aid, I see. Also, I was not paying attention at any point where it was on my screen to how much Kool-Aid I need. Unfortunate. The downsides of being stupid. Oh, never mind. It didn't come up outside the map yet. 7,400. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get that from a showcase, probably. Although, I don't know where the bad cactus is. What?
You've arrived at your destination.
Are you good?
Awesome! Wait. Now go do another one, and I'll have my camera phone ready this time.
He just walked in a very small circle, did like 5 laps in like a tiny circle, and then just didn't do that anymore. And now he is walking in circles near cords that he needs to not unplug. Hello. Please don't unplug my capture card. He has accidentally done that before, or at least I assume it's actually. Funny thing, all 3 of them have at least on one occasion accidentally unplugged my capture card. Or at least, I hope and assume it was accidental. I would be quite confused if it managed to be intentional. Well, that was just awful attempt at that corner. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Oh, I've already 3-starred this thing. Well, in that case, who needs roads? It's Horizon!
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Did I try and climb the mountain in the Zoomer McDoomer that is clearly made for the... Okay, well, I guess I'm driving the Mario now. It's not a BMW, it's Mario. I don't know what you're talking about. We go boing in the skies. I have no idea what happened there. I don't know why I just bounced. It sounds like he's barking into a fan. Ow, my face. So I ended up deciding to just go straight up. I don't know if you guys figured that out yet. Can I climb this side? This thing? Well, not if I do that, I can't. That's kind of a large tree. Hey, drive over 250 miles. Let's go, gamers.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
We're slowly but surely drawing in on guaranteeing that this showcase just pushes me over to the next one. Sounds like the dog version of the meme laugh. I'm confused. Your sentence confuses me. I still never found the bad cactus. And I would like to find it. I would like to find the cactus of bad. He would also like to find the cactus of bad. No, that's not the cactus, that's the floor. Barking at the floor does not help you. You two don't need to join him. You two, I was gonna say aren't in pain, but your ears might be. Function F5? It didn't work. That literally worked the other day. Not on him, but on those two. I told them function F5, and they actually stopped. I'm just gonna mute, because these two are gonna get very loud and painful. I just realized it took me that long to load into a loading screen.
Okay, you versus some monster-sized trucks. This is gonna be good.
Okay, they seem to have both stopped. What hasn't stopped is, this car thinks I'm playing Horizon 4. Dear God, it understeers. Which is, definitely not a common issue among off-road cars. Oh my God, I almost got schmongled in the face. certainly went away that I either couldn't or didn't think to, and I don't know which. I'm just driving where the game tells me to, man. I see. So is the plane part of the race, or is it just there to style? Damn, he's moving. I really wish that, like, we could drive these. They're not that much bigger than some other cars we have. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're smaller than the Unimog. I wish we could drive these and customize them and stuff. And the thing is, we know that we can drive them. Like it's not like, oh, they're just coded for the AI. Like, they're drivable. Because at the end of this showcase, you drive one. And I'm gonna have to find the bad cactus. Also, you don't actually have to win this race.
Damas y caballeros, here they come! Two terrifying monsters! And the brave hero trying to beat them both! Huge fight is for the winner! Who will be victorious? Who, my friend? Who?
Am I about to not win? Oh my god, I think I barely pulled ahead. Oh, that was terrifying. Oh, that was terrifying. It's like the least scripted showcase in the entire series. Eek.
You did it! Of course you did it! Now, how about a victory lap in that thing?
I wonder what level it is. I don't know if I checked the first time I did this. Buy a nose. I can't. I mean, I could buy the nose car. I would have to go on the auction house though. That car's already passed in Forzathon, unfortunately. I meant to stream the game and get the nose car on this account, but then I didn't do that, so here we are.
What's it like behind the wheel?
Oh, this is fun!
It is level 693.
Now we've got the whole stadium rigged with all what they all came to see. Go give these people a show.
You're a good cat. Right, but seeing where these guys are... Is it hidden within these boxes? Yeah, game? Alright, game be freaking out. Ow. That did not take me back far enough. Well, apparently I can play Jenga in a monster truck. Really? That wasn't Ultimate Air? What do you want from me, game? I could bank 30,000 skill score as well. Eee. Dude, the camera is not made for that. Holy crap. Oh, that's a good cactus. And I thought I found the bad cactus, and then I looked, and it was not a bad cactus. No. Yes! Okay, there we go. Achieve a speed of 90 miles an hour. And it's only 50 accolade points, but I would still like to. Especially because the game refuses to give me the ultimate air. No matter what I do. Which is really annoying, because I've definitely gotten enough air for one multiple times. The rewind doesn't rewind my... Wow! Wow! Rewind doesn't rewind your time. Okay. The literal only event in the game like that. I don't like that earning an ultimate air skill while chain is banking doesn't count. That's dumb. Because you still get the ultimate air. It's just
Fans bring hype. Hype brings expansions. Everything is going to plan.
yeah. Oh my god, I can't skip any of this. There we go. Oh, 40 grand! My favorite. My favorite! At least I'm not playing Dilbert anymore. This game would be much, like, shorter than it is if the load times weren't so long. Because a thought occurred to me. The other day. The reason that, like, a lot of the event lab courses that I've seen, like, do really well, aside from, like, farms and stuff, the reason I've seen a lot of them do well, the reason a lot of the ones I've seen do well are, like, 10-minute races is because it occurs to me that once you start putting down props in races, because people are gravitated toward the ones full of props, whether they're stunt races or decorations or whatever, right? People gravitate toward longer races because once you start putting in props...
Hey, Melody. There's no stopping us now. I'm getting the next Horizon adventure prepped and ready for you.
I see. Once you start placing those props, the load times get so bad. And it gets to the point where if you do like a 2-3 minute long race, you're in the load screens between loading in and loading out. You're in load screens longer than you're in the race. And like, there's not that much of a difference between a few props and a lot of props and a long race and a short race as far as load times go. I mean, like, of course, when I say a few props, a lot of props, I mean, like, at the point where you're prop heavy, there's not a difference between, like, occasional, you know, walls as though it were, like, an official course versus just full-on, I've made Monza in the game. Like, who cares, right? But if there's no difference and you're loading in for, like, 3 minutes and then loading out for, like, 3 minutes, you're not going to want to do a 3-minute race. You don't want to load in... You don't want to spend double the time of the race in a loading screen. You'd rather spend 5 minutes in, 5 minutes out on a 15-minute race than 3 minutes in, 3 minutes out on a 3-minute race. Because you get more value out of those load times. You know? I should do the speed trap and then the race. I was gonna do the race and then I wanted to check the speed trap. I can do that. I can hit that decently quick. I don't know if I can 3-star it, but I just need to get 2 stars, I'm pretty sure, and then that plus this race, oh god, will be the next chapter, and then I'll unlock, I don't know, some Goliath or other, and then I won't drive them, because I want finishing the game to be its own stream, even though finishing the game already was its own stream. Finishing the game on the alt gets to be its own stream as well. Yeah, okay, that's 350, that's more than enough. And just to be clear, I meant 350 total, not like 350 for 2 stars. Because that was 250 plus the 150 of 1 star, and the loading times takes longer than the race, it's a problem. Yep. Well, it's why driving a car with an XP boost down the drag strip over and over again would be a really good money grinding method if the game had better load times. The default drag strip run, which would be the fastest one when you factor in menus. The default drag strip run is 0.6 miles. If you're doing it in like an S2 car or an X-Class car, I mean, that's going to take you like, 15 seconds in some of the slower cars at the top of S2, right? And that's a 15-second race. Now, granted, drag races are the extreme short, right? Because like the longest the drag strips get are a mile, but that 0.6 miles is 15 seconds, we'll say. And that's, again, leaning towards some of the slower cars. And the load times are like an entire minute, like in and out. Like you're loading for like 2 minutes for not 20 seconds of driving. And it's for driving in a straight line in that case. And it's just like, well, I guess that's how we're doing. I don't even know if I like the music on any of the radio stations in this game. The only station I've sampled at all is the streamer mode station. I just know that usually XS has the most that I like in Horizon. No, I did not. I literally didn't do anything differently. I literally just accelerated both times. If anything there happened differently, it was not my input. I just rewound, accelerated. Okay, that one I missed, but if that were a story checkpoint, I would have made it, because inconsistency is fun. But yeah, no, I didn't do anything different. I missed it, I rewound, I drove, and then I didn't miss. Because that makes sense. Well, I keep overestimating how far out these checkpoints go. Not at all helped by the fact that apparently I can... Oh. Can we please fix that issue? Also, the issue where sometimes pressing A single time to exit your rewind counts as e-braking. Like it literally counts that as your first input out of rewind for some reason. But yeah, can we fix the issue where sometimes you'll hit a checkpoint and then the next checkpoint isn't immediately like showing, so you think you missed it? But like you actually didn't. It just like I've literally had I've only had this once, and I don't believe it happened on camera. I had a time where there were 2 checkpoints, and I hit one of them, and it never said that I missed the checkpoint, so I kept driving, and then I went through the other one, even though this little line here and the checkpoint text above never loaded up. The game never showed that the next checkpoint was a thing, and then as soon as I went through that one, just instantly, the one after it came up, and I was just like, what? How? Okay, okay, whoa, 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 whoa! No, that is not fair. I had traction at that point, and I lost it as soon as I came out of rewind? How does that make sense? I had traction before rewind, and then in the same moment after rewind, I lost it because I came out of rewind. Did the game do the dumb e-brake thing? Because that's the only explanation I can think of, and even then I wasn't turning, that would just go beep, and I'd lose a little bit of speed. So I'm confused. I don't get it, Mom. I don't know where you put the toaster. Okay. I guess I'll do the Colossus first. This doesn't matter what order I do them in, but onward to Forzathon, I guess. Except I have to drive to everything. Hey, pay to win in second place. Didn't realize. I didn't realize that was the evolved bad word. I don't think I'm gonna get them all unlocked today, but I just wanna get the I just wanna get the truck. I don't know if I can get 40. I definitely won't be getting 45 points on stream. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, no, I'm just gonna end up having to buy it from the auction house anyway. So I think what I'm gonna do is, especially because this load's taking a while, I think I'm. God damn it! As soon as I complain, but either way, point stands. I'm gonna. Tuning. I've tuned this thing? Okay.
Ready for a new adventure? You and the whole of Horizon Mexico.
So.
Let me talk to Alejandra. See if she can find enough drivers willing to
Oh my
race the
god,
Colossus
just get
against
rid of the.
you.
I want to get rid of the waypoint. Not that it matters, I'm closing the game. But I think I'm gonna wrap up here. I have 2 more streams of Horizon 5 on the alt, I guess. One of unlocking all the Goliaths, and then one where I go through and beat all of the games. But not all at once. They'll have their own streams, but yeah. We're going to see who else is live. Go on a raid, show some support to someone in the community. And also, the next time you see Horizon 4 will be me completing it. And that's about all I'll be streaming of Horizon 4, and actually probably the last time I'll be playing it for a good while. But let's see who else is alive that we can raid. This is a randomized BDSP Soul Link, so we're gonna go over here with the hashtag ThonkRaid. Thank you all so much for coming out, showing support, and I will see you all in whatever the hell you watch of mine next.